800-704-2000 or go online to OmegaTaxCredits.com. That's OmegaTaxCredits.com.
Parents, are you tired of helping put your kids' shoes on? They're squirming, watching cartoons, anything but helping. Luckily, it's Skechers to the rescue. Introducing new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Footwear you can just get your kids to step into and their shoes are on. You don't need to bend over. You don't need to sit on the floor and try to wrangle them on. And they're available in all types of Skechers styles with and without laces, and most are machine washable. Find Skechers slip-ins for kids or mom and dad at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Have you experienced increased aches and pains recently? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden is your premier CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. Do you find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support? Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by the store, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville. Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Get these clowns out of here.
Why would they do that?
You were having a freaking game.
Dude. It's a cocky bunch, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
I like the open, Shirley Rhodes. Welcome in to this Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. It is game week. Finally here. East Carolina kicks off the 2022 season coming up this Saturday against the North Carolina State Wolfpack. We'll talk about it today and all week long here on Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube and be a part of today's show as we will take your comments and questions on YouTube and Facebook. All right, coming up on today's program, we'll open up the Delcor Players Lounge here on a Monday, our final chat with the guys before we finally get in season and have some games to talk about with the fellas next week. We will talk to Holden Ehlers in just a couple of minutes. Rajay Harris will join us in the 3 o'clock hour. Xavier Smith at the end of today's 3 o'clock hour. In the 4 o'clock hour, talk to Pirate linebacker Miles Berry, also Ryan Jones. And in hour number 3, Keaton Mitchell, Isaiah Winstead, and Jeremy Lewis right here on the Players Lounge on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt is here. Troy D is here. What's up, Troy?
Hey, Clip. How are you, man? Happy game week.
Happy game week to you.
God, I can't believe it's here already.
For the 12th time, you're going to say summer's over?
It is officially, unofficially over at this point. But, boy, it still feels like summer outside. But
it is a hot one.
It is, I tell you, with the way ECU's schedule is, with 4 home games to start out, it won't be any beach time until October. But I'm going to struggle through it, and I'm going to focus strictly on football at this point.
And Holden Ehlers joining us here. Holden, to hear that, the dedication from Troy to struggle through these games, that's got to fire you up, right?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Inspirational right there. So,
can you talk to the team before Saturday, Troy?
I'm considering it. I'm going to do a warm-up speech Thursday at the party.
All right.
And then Coach Houston will be there. He might need my services Friday night. Maybe even a Saturday right before they run through the tunnel. Yeah. But whatever service the Pirate Nation needs from me, I'm willing to donate.
Holden, we asked you a ton of questions this offseason. We're about out of them. We're ready for games. How about, Coach Houston, these coaches, even you yourself to your teammates, you got to motivate the guys, say different things. You don't want to deliver the same exact message. You want to tweak it. So, first of all, with Coach Houston, how does he do when it comes to motivational speeches, firing up the guys for every game?
He does pretty dang good. He's definitely the best speech giver before games I've ever had. I mean, he gets the guys fired up, and it's never the same. You know, some coaches have kind of the same thing every time, like you said, but he changes it every time. And you know, by that point, if you're not ready to go play, I mean, you got something wrong with you. I mean, we have our pregame speech right there, looking over the field because we're in the weight room right there. So I mean, if you can't get pumped up before that, you don't need to be playing.
Hold, how much of the pressure for this year, expectations falls on you? Because I mean, let's be honest. I sent you a screenshot actually this weekend. I was down at the coast, and they have something called Spectrum News for folks that don't get that in Greenville. It's a statewide newscast on Spectrum. And their lead sports story was 1 week from tonight, NC State, it wasn't prepares for East Carolina, prepares for Holden Ehlers as they roll into Greenville. And I said that to you. I was like, wow, what about the rest of the team they ought to worry about too? But you're the story right now, man. This is your team. This is your year. And, just the moment that you're in right now, knowing what's at stake for this season.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it pressure. It's really a privilege just to be in this situation. And, coming here, these are the games that you come here to play in. Me and, the leadership council were kind of talking yesterday. Some of the guys, most of those guys in there are guys that we came in, were fifth-year guys that, came in when the program was really in shambles. And we talked about, this is the game that we wanted to play in when we got here. We wanted to bring the fans back into the stadium and bring hype around, the off season going into the season. So we finally have that back and just got to go there and produce now.
Look, there's so many important games on the schedule, and you guys want to get to postseason play again. But this does kind of have a feeling, and it's not ECU Super Bowl. This is an important game, and it's a great rivalry, but it's not the end-all, be-all. But I will say it does have an electric atmosphere as we head into the week right now as far as the excitement level going into a season opener like this.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the excitement around Greenville is probably the most it's been, since I've been here for sure in a really long time. So, we're excited about it. At the end of the day, the fans are going to have a huge impact on the game, especially like third downs and stuff like that. We're going to need them to get loud, but we just got to focus what's in between the lines and focus on our job, and then at the end, hopefully the outcome comes our way.
Holden, watching a clip right now on Twitter of Russell Wilson throwing an interception, Damon Magasu, 2010 to beat NC State. Were you at this game?
I was at that game, Section 3.
So you were probably cheering for the Pirates at this time.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be playing with the Pirates, trying to beat NC State at home. And Dave Doran was on with Brian Bailey earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show. We'll play some of those cuts later, but talked about how he knew you and your recruitment. And one thing I do remember, I remember asking your dad after you took that trip there, and he said, I tell you what, their facilities are top-notch. And I was like, wait a minute, well, how much did Holden like those facilities? So what was that like, Holden, visiting NC State? Any thoughts in that head of yours? I could see myself in red one day.
Yeah, one thing with my recruitment, my family did a really good job of was they sat me down and were like, look, you got to give everyone a chance. Obviously I'm from here. I'm an ECU fan and stuff like that, but everyone did deserve a chance, and they were probably the closest school I was going to outside of ECU. And Coach Doran and those guys did a really good job recruiting me. But, at the end of the day, who can pass up a kid from Greenville playing quarterback in Greenville? You can't really pass that up.
Holden Ehlers joining us. Will be on the field taking on NC State on Saturday. Watched a little football on this past Saturday, week 0. And I did a double take, Holden. I was watching Charlotte and FAU.
Yeah.
And the announcer said, great pass breakup by Tank Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait, that can't be.
He's still playing,
He's still getting it done on the field at Charlotte. Were you able to watch any week 0 action on Saturday?
I watched the Vanderbilt game. I was super busy during the day. I had a lot of film and then some meetings and stuff. But, I watched the Vanderbilt game. It was like 10:30 at night. So Mike Wright, their quarterback, he was at the Manning Passing Academy, so we became good friends and kind of watched that. I tried to watch a little bit of the Charlotte game because I'm friends with Chris, too, their quarterback, but I got just bits and pieces of it all day.
Troy, I have a stat. Actually, it's a trend to consider.
All right.
I'd like to throw out to everyone.
Okay.
So far this college football season, in games featuring a team that wears purple that is an 11-point underdog facing a team that wears red whose school name begins with the letter N, the purple underdog has won outright.
And would that be 1-0 on the season?
That would be 1-0, perfect, and that would be Northwestern knocking off Nebraska.
Yeah, wow, I like that. And now that is see, that's the type of information and stats that is what makes local programs like this so great, because you're not going to find that on ESPN. You're not going to find that in USA Today. You're not going to get that anywhere else. That is the type of stat that you could take to your workplace tomorrow and really impress a colleague with.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like getting that deep inside the numbers clip where it's a relatable stat to our fan base.
Everything I see, I say, how can I make this sound good for East Carolina?
Yeah.
And I was able to do that.
Big win for Northwestern, by the way.
It was.
Yeah, the Wildcats on a tear.
Over in Ireland. Holden, how would you like to play a game overseas like that?
I'm all down for it. That'd be pretty sweet if you ask me. Free vacation in a way. Obviously you're practicing and stuff, but if they're going to send you to another country to play football, I'm down for it.
There was a lot of angry fans in red, Troy. There was a lot of Nebraska fans that made that trip to Ireland.
Yeah, I saw Scott Frost commenting afterwards. They got to rework some stuff. Would you say he's on the hot seat?
What's hotter than hot? Flaming.
Yeah, he's standing.
He's on an inferno chair at this moment. Yeah, he said they need to be more aggressive on offense. Well, he's a former quarterback, offensive coach.
Yeah, I was going to say he
kind of his job.
He should have a talk with himself. And
he's got to look at the
tweet
mirror.
That. Yeah. He could have some say-so on how they run that.
But that's a tough season opener, a conference game. East Carolina not playing a conference game, but they're also not playing like Florida A&M like North Carolina did. You open up the season, Holden, with a challenge, and you guys are kind of used to this. You've played tough season openers pretty much every year, right?
Yeah, every year since I've been here. It's been really an in-state school or a big, good team. So. Nothing new to us.
How are they doing? Like a lot of times, like the first 20 plays going into the game might be scripted, and you already know kind of what to expect. There can always be adjustments. But is that kind of how's Donnie and how are you guys handling that this year as far as the start of the game?
Yeah, we're gonna sit down Wednesdays usually when you kind of get the little bit of the first script planned out, and I mean you always plan something and something else happens, it seems like. Yeah. But I mean you definitely run the first couple plays to script, especially to start the season. I mean just stuff that you're good at. I mean, stuff that will work, and just trying to get the thing going in the right direction.
So it's a handful that we're going to start this way, and then we'll kind of go by ear after that. Yeah.
Rajay Harris is sitting right out there, Holden. So don't beware of that when you answer this. If you could call the first play of the game, I was going to say every play, but you'd probably throw the ball 75 times. But first play of the game Saturday, what are you calling? What are you running?
Well, I have a little bit of a say-so in this when I sit down with Coach
Maybe
K,
you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, a touchdown is what I'm going to call, but I mean,
why don't y'all call that every play?
Yeah, I know. I'll try to talk to him about it, but yeah, I have a little bit. I'm not going to say I have a ton of say-so in it, but I mean, he definitely. I mean, I have an opinion in it, and he listens to it, so I'm not going to say too much there because, and we might actually run that play.
All right, so let's peel back the curtain a little bit without giving out just logistically. Donnie's calling the plays.
Yep.
He calls it down. Now, in the helmets now have a headset where you can hear
no,
it. Are they dull?
It's just in the NFL.
That's on NFL only?
Yeah,
so they signal them in to you.
They signal them in.
So it's still the old hand signals, which is what you see the guys.
Yeah.
You've got like 3 of them. A couple of them are decoys because they're always worried about people stealing signs.
No, so they're all real. Yeah. I mean, they're just signaling different things, but they're all real signalers. We don't have any.
Okay, so you're looking for them. They hand signal it to you what the play is. And then you take the play. How many plays? So you have to memorize what those hand signals mean.
Yeah.
Or what the signs are that they're holding up.
Yep.
Or
there's a combination of both, yeah.
How many different plays, first of all, does ECU have like in the playbook?
Oh, gosh. A ton. I mean, you can't really count them. I mean, every single play has.
Hundreds?
Oh, at least, yeah. I mean, I think probably over 500.
So not only do you have to memorize the plays and know the plays, you have to then memorize the calls for those plays.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of 2 sets of memory skills you have to have.
We're at the point now where we signal in multiple plays, and then whatever look we have, I call the best play towards that look. So.
See, I mean, it's a lot to process in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And do you ever get to the point where, I mean, because I know this would happen to me, oh, God, what is that play?
No, I've never had that. The signals have always come naturally to me. So Caden Norman was my best friend and roommate, and he was kind of like the big signaler for 3 years of my career, especially the beginning. And him being my roommate and stuff, like we was always together. So I mean, we would just talk about it, and like whenever we put in a play, Coach K would be like, this is the name of the play. What do you think the signal should be? So I already have a say so in it.
Yeah.
In a way, so I mean, it's not like they just say this is a signal for it and you run with it.
Yeah, but that's the type of stuff. Like I've known you for years. I've never even asked you that before.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of the behind the scenes stuff.
It is, yeah, for sure.
If you don't have those plays memorized or those calls memorized,
you're screwed. I mean, you can't.
The most terror-inducing thing as a Little League football player was the coach telling you the play and then running you in the game, and you had to tell the quarterback. Yeah. Man, I would freak out. I was like, X left. I don't know. Timeout. What do I do? So that brought back some bad memories.
Yeah, sorry, Cliff. I didn't mean to give you PTSD there.
Yeah,
but I guess you can always audible.
Yeah,
you can always say, "I saw something, coach."
Yeah,
the defense.
Yeah, when really you didn't know the play.
Yeah, your plan B is the audible.
Holden was asked this by a listener as far as the dreaded word COVID. Are you guys still testing? Is there any COVID talk? Okay, so all that's gone.
Yeah,
Cliff,
no testing.
Here's the deal. Now, I'm not talking for East Carolina. I'm just saying in general, can't catch COVID if you don't test for COVID.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
so only during bowl games. So that's just about it now.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Let's just not worry about him. Yeah.
Good to hear. All right, so final prep this week. Holden, what is the practices looking like? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Is that coming up?
Yeah, Tuesdays are the hard practice. I mean, we'll go full pads in. I mean, it's pretty much like a camp practice. I mean, we're all out there. I mean, you got time before the game to kind of rest up your body. That Wednesdays, kind of in between a light and a hard practice. And Thursdays, the run through. We do 2-minute drill and situational stuff then. Then
so
Fridays.
You guys call it not a walkthrough. You guys do a run through. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Fridays, even more of a walkthrough type thing with no helmet, shoes. So we're not even in cleats that day. That is like an official run through. And then Saturday, we have a walkthrough in the morning. That's go time.
All right. You guys still stay all together the night before?
At the Hilton.
Yeah. So get off campus or, you know, don't have the distractions of wherever.
Yeah, we leave around Friday around like 3 or 4. We head to the hotel.
What time does the day start Saturday for you?
Pretty dang early. So I think wake up's at 6:30 in the morning. We'll have a walkthrough, and then I know the Pirate Walk's at 9:30. I think we have like pregame meal at like 8 o'clock.
Blake Harrell was asked by Brian Bailey today if he still gets the game day butterflies, and he said, yeah, you can feel it when you wake up on a game day. How about you? After all your experiences, all your games, do you feel any different when you wake up that game day morning?
I wouldn't say like butterflies in a bad way, but more of just like exciting. I mean, you work year round to play 12, 13, 14 games. So, I mean, yeah, there's definitely an excitement in there when you wake up and, you know, pop open those curtains to the hotel. And, I mean, you always see people out there already tailgating, even at our hotel and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's definitely a different feeling that, I mean, that's what you train for.
Just when you get on that bus and they bring you in with the police escort.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It feels pretty good. You know, like, hey, this is cool. This is real. It's go time.
Yeah, especially when the Pirate Walk's packed out. I mean, there's no better feeling.
Yeah, I imagine Saturday it will be packed out.
Yeah,
with Pirates. Packed out with Pirates. Get it?
I like it. Thanks. I guess later this week we'll have a jersey reveal. Do you have any say in that? Who decides on the uniform?
Yeah, Leadership Council does, and I'm part of that. So we do know what we're already wearing. I guess I shouldn't say it. I probably would have told you unless you said the uniform reveal thing. Damn. But yeah, totally forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, I know what we're wearing, and I'm pumped about it. So
speaking of which, we're having a t-shirt jersey. What are we calling it?
It's called a jersey.
A jersey.
Yeah, that's
a shirt jersey. We could add a reveal right here.
Yeah, we could.
We still could potentially. Hot off the presses.
Yep.
They have they are landing at showrooms today.
Yep.
Clip Rock, at Shimmer in Greenville, and at UBE.
Holden Ehlers jersey.
The Holden Ehlers shirt jersey.
Yep.
And we've got them in purple, black, and gold.
Yep.
All 3 colors are going to be available. On my guess is they'll be on the floor probably tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll be out there tomorrow. So
go buy one according to where you're sitting with the stripe out deal at Daddy Ficklin Stadium.
I could go grab one and we could show it. We could have the world debut.
Do it
if you want one.
Well, we talked about it, so now we need to do it.
Can you kill like for 2 minutes?
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hopefully I can.
I'm going to borrow your key for a second.
All right, with the jersey reveal coming up shortly as Holden Ehlers joins us here on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Holden, who are your starting receivers this week?
Starting receivers, Isaiah Winstead, Ryan Jones, / Shane Calhoun, CJ Johnson, and then Jalen Johnson.
Man, somebody had said they were watching you guys practice a little bit, and it's all like 6 foot plus across the board, huge. And lot of talent out there to throw the ball to this year.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talent. We got a lot of guys that kind of like you said that can create mismatches with their size, with their ability. So excited to go see them work. I mean, they haven't 2 of them. You know, Zay and Jalen haven't played a lot of ball at ECU, but I mean they've played a lot of ball at other places. So excited to see them go work Saturday.
I asked Raekwon Boyette, who by the way is awesome.
Yeah,
like, he is an excitable dude. And I said, you know, how many receivers do you want to play on game day? And he said, I don't want to give you a number. I just want to say I want everybody who dresses to be ready to go in. So, like, on that note, Holden, how many guys do you feel confident? You've already named 2 tight ends, a few receivers, but what's that number for you? How many guys do you feel confident that could play on game day?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we probably have close to 10 guys that I'm confident in now, just because, I mean, there's guys that that have been in our program 3-4 years that I've been working with timing kind of behind the scenes, maybe not, you know, on Saturdays, but behind the scenes that have, you know, been waiting for their time, and they're going to get a time. I mean, there's guys on that team that maybe aren't starting that are going to get a lot of reps for us this year and a lot of catches. So, I mean, we probably got, I mean, we're really deep at receiver especially once they all get healthy. I mean, a couple of them are nicked up right now with hamstrings and stuff, but once they get going, I mean, we're pretty deep at that position.
Speaking of the timing, do you feel like, you know, with Winstead and Johnson, is that something you're ready with right now, week 1, or is that something that maybe builds as the season goes along?
Yeah, I mean, it's always building. And I know we're going to be ready to go Saturday. I mean, is the best timing we've had. It's probably the last scrimmage. So, I mean, we feel good about it. I mean, obviously, it's something that's going to continue to grow. Every time you throw the receiver in a game, it's going to continue to grow, but we're ready.
All right. Troy D is back.
All right, let me describe these for our radio audience first, and then I'm going to hold them up to the camera. All right, so we got purple. The back looks just like the back of Holden Ehlers' jersey. Same.
I love the number font.
The same number font. same type of print in the name. Sure. The front has Holden Ehlers' autograph embedded in a cool 12 logo. We're calling this the QB12 Holden Ehlers logo.
It's like a Roman numeral.
Yeah, so we've
logo.
got, I'm going to hold this one up in purple.
The Holden Ehlers shirt jersey, a.k.a. Jersey. Purple, gold, and black.
For our YouTube and Facebook crowd.
Yeah, you can see them on video. So the black has gold letters and numbers, and the number is outlined in purple. The gold shirt has a big purple numbers with outlined in white, and those are sharp, man. Like those.
Yeah, they came out looking really good. Thanks to our friends. Appreciate you letting University Sportswear,
yes, sir,
be the exclusive provider of these.
All sizes.
All sizes
Pretty much,
available.
yeah.
We have from youth small to
I was going to say.
Like 2X, maybe.
Yeah. Clip Brock would have definitely had a Crandall or a Blake as a kid. The kids are going to eat this up.
Yeah, I think these are going to be really popular. They are limited edition, you know, so they're not. There's not. I will say there's not an endless supply of these.
Yeah.
Now they're going to hit the, as I said, retailers as far as UBE and Shimmer right now are your exclusive retailers at this moment. Yep. But 2-color print. They look really good. They look sharp. You can get one of each color if you want, or just, get one for your kid, too. We do have kid sizes available, so I think these are going to be really popular, Holden.
Yeah, cool. I'm pumped about it. So,
and they're not going to be too expensive either. Not like a regular jersey.
That was one of the things that I wanted to have is everyone can get it. And
it'll be like in the $20 range or something, around there.
Holden, you've learned a lot about football since your time at ECU, but how about entrepreneurship and business and all that? You've got that down pat at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here running a company kind of behind the scenes, and I have people now who kind of do that for me, especially during football season. But yeah, I mean, I've learned. I mean, if you would have told me when I first got here that I'd have my own business while still playing football, I'd have thought you were crazy. But it's just kind of worked out that way and kind of naturally happened, and I've learned a ton. So it's been fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. He's like a Fortune 500 CEO at this point with the experience.
Maybe one day.
Between on the field experience and then off the field business experience, you're gonna have you're a well-rounded young man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, but
if none of that works out, you can get into local politics, bud.
I've been thinking about that one.
Which, by the way,
you are a popular guy.
Fifth quarter coming your way Saturday after the game.
Yeah, we should mention our airtime. We start at 8 a.m. clip, as you know, with the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Thanks to Bud Light. Our 20 years as the sponsor. We're going into our 20th football season, Holden. When we started Pirate Radio, there was little baby Holden Ehlers.
Literally.
And one day we said, man, that little kid's going to grow up and be a big part of our station and university. But no, it was 20 years ago when we started. This is our 20th season. So we kick it off 8 a.m. this Saturday with the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And then afterwards, it's the world-famous U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. So, Clip, I know you'll be anchoring that with our buddy Billy Weaver again this year. We're looking forward to that. Everybody's a part of the pregame show, our entire team. We'll be out there doing tailgate reports. You'll be checking in with everybody everywhere. That's a fast-moving 4 hours, I will say. If you've ever listened to the pregame show, it sounds like, I know people have asked me before, the out of market, like friends, and like, how do you do a 4 hour show? I'm like, well, listen to it one time and you'll realize, man, it goes by quick. But it's hard to believe, man, 20 years, Clip, that we start this Saturday.
Holden, did you ever want to call the post-game show like before you came to ECU? That'd be great if we had an old clip of Holden Ehlers.
With this NIL deal, you could host the post-game if you'd like to.
I've never called in the show before, but I mean, I did listen to it growing up and stuff.
Yeah, gotta love the Pirate fans.
Yeah,
passionate bunch
for sure.
I mean,
it is. I will say, entertaining. I like to hear. Just kind of, you get a good cross section of people's views and opinions. As I say, we all watch the same game.
Yeah.
The same thing happened.
The same play.
But the perspective from people is amazing how different people see things. And it's all the same stuff that we saw.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what makes it pretty cool. Is, like you said, hearing different opinions and stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I definitely see why people call in and stuff. And like you said, I mean, Pirate fans are passionate and want to talk about it. So, why not?
Holden, appreciate you joining us all offseason, man. Been fun to talk football with you. And now we'll finally be able to talk about results, previewing games. Because once you get into it, like, we'll talk to you next Monday and obviously recap the state game. But at that point, you're already looking at week 2.
Yeah,
I mean, it just happened so fast like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is in college football is those Mondays. especially Mondays. I mean, Sundays you kind of look back, and once you finish that meeting with the film and you go out to practice, I mean, you're on to the next week, which is ODU next week. So I mean, once the season started, it goes by fast.
Holden, appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining us.
Good luck to you. We'll be excited. We'll be out there pulling for you. And I know the Pirate Nation's behind you. Should be an awesome atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. And tickets still available for folks that if they have not purchased their ticket yet. But I did hear the lower bowl is sold out. So there are some remaining tickets in the upper deck.
Good deal,
folks.
Holden Ehlers joining us today inside the Delcor Players Lounge. The service professionals will get the job done, any job size done for you. You can call them today, 321-8868. Visit DelcorInc.com. We will talk to another member of that Pirate backfield alongside Holden Ehlers. Rajay Harris is going to join us next right here on Pirate Radio Live inside the Delcor Players Lounge. We'll talk to the Pirate running back right after this.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holden Ehlers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. Arc Point Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Come party like a pirate at the official Pirate Radio Football Kickoff After Party at Dirty Dance. Dirty Dance is open 7 days a week and located on 4th Street, right beside the downtown parking deck. The McHale Buck Band will be the headliner of the after party, and anyone with a Pirate Radio Football Kickoff party ticket gets in free all weekend long. So keep the fun going at Dirty Dance all weekend long with live music, with the friendliest staff and the best drink specials in town. Get lucky at Dirty Dance.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Uptown Greenville invites you to Free Boot Friday, a celebration for pirate fans of all ages. Dance to live music, feast on fantastic food from local restaurants, and enjoy ice-cold grog in the Beer and Wine Garden. The Free Boot Friday fun starts at 5 p.m. and continues until 8 p.m. in the 5 Points Plaza. Visit uptowngreenville.com for more information on Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally of home football games. Go Pirates!
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you. Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you inside the Delcor Players Lounge. We're talking to the Pirate players as they get set for NC State coming up Saturday noon, Dowdy Ficklin Stadium on ESPN. And at this point, Rajay Harris, our guest here, has played in a lot of Pirate games on the big stage, but still pretty cool to be playing on ESPN, right, Rajay?
Definitely, man. It's a blessing, man. It's just a blessing.
Did you, what did a young football player in Rajay Harris, what were your dreams as a youngster? I mean, and now that you're playing, big-time college football, there's still more ultimate dreams for you in the football world, I'm sure, but do you feel like you're kind of living out some of them dreams now?
Yeah, man. It's a blessing to play, this game. But a game like NC State, they coming to you. That's just a childhood dream. Just playing a school that done beat Clemson and got all this praise, man. It's just a blessing just to be here to go out there and compete with the team.
So you're aware of what folks are saying about them this year. How much is that discussed from the coaches? How much is it talked about with you and your teammates?
We hear it, we see it, but we honestly just ready to go out there and just show them what the Pirates about. They got all the hype coming into the game, which is fine. Just a lot of motivation, a lot of gas for us to go out there and just show them what we can do.
So that was Mike Houston's first game against NC State. You have not played against them, correct?
Nah.
So this will be your first matchup with the Wolfpack coming up on Saturday. And you're a South Carolina guy, so I don't know. Did you know anything about the North Carolina, rivalries and things like that growing up, or were you more about Clemson, South Carolina, those teams?
Honestly, I was more about Clemson, South Carolina, teams like that. But since I've been here, I'm not fully understanding the rivalry, but I can tell that it's a big thing here.
Did NC State ever take a look at you coming out of high school?
I got a couple letters, no offer, no talks with the coaches, anything like that. But a couple letters and stuff like that. But
came out last week, Rajay. It sounds like Marlon Gunn, and this could change because we learned very early on in your career that whoever is having the best week of practice is going to play, and you took over that pretty early on in your career here. But it sounds like Marlon Gunn has kind of got a spot there, that third running back spot. But I know that's an ongoing position battle, right?
Yeah, of course. You got guys like Camaro and Pop McKay, Nemo that's just grinding away. So, one day can dictate your, position, your spot. So, Marlon's, he got that right head on his shoulders, and he's grinding every day. So he deserves it, man. And you got to keep going. Keep stacking days.
Last week, camp ended, so you had your mock game week, they were calling it. How was practice last week? How'd it go for you guys?
It was decent. He didn't really try to kill us. We had 2 full pad days, so it was kind of like 2 of the days was like camp days again. But, we kind of bought in on NC State, just to get a little start, just to get ahead of them that week. This week we locked in, we ready to play. Practice start tomorrow, we're ready to go.
When you, I hear a lot of coaches, especially old school coaches, it sounds like they know players almost more by number than name. So they'll be like, we got to watch out for 47 and you got to watch out for 2. How about you? Do you know the names of those state defenders, or numbers right now?
I know some of the names, but mostly I know the numbers. I know what they do. I know their structure, stuff like that. But by the time game time come, I know the names and everything.
What players are jumping out on tape to you right now from State's defense? Anybody in particular?
All of them pretty good to be athletic. They're very athletic, great defensive line, very aggressive linebackers, great safety, number 10, he's a good player, cornerbacks, they're long. You know, they're just all athletic, everybody on their defense.
How's this offense clicking as we get into this final week of practice here? Is still things to fine-tune, or you feeling pretty good about where you are?
You know, we got one more week to ice it up. But, you know, I'm feeling good about the offense. Every player on offense, I'm bought in. I know the defense ready. I know Coach K going to have us ready. Holden's going to have us ready. So, you know, we're going to go out there and execute.
Talked a lot. Keaton Mitchell going to do some kick returning, and a lot of the defensive guys say they're going to be a part of special teams. Are you in on any special teams this year for East Carolina?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to do some punt, kickoff. I'm trying to get in everywhere, honestly, man. I'm just trying to get on the field and have fun.
Yeah, and coaches have different philosophies on that. Sometimes they want the second, third stringers to be on those special teams unit. It sounds like East Carolina wants their best on the field at all times. Is that how y'all do it?
Definitely. If you can play, if you're able to play, you're going to be on special teams. No matter if you're 1, 3, 2, it don't matter. Like, if you can play, you're going to be on special teams.
Rajay Harris joining us here on the Delcor Players Lounge. Did you watch any football Saturday? I had a few games on to choose from. Did you see anything?
I watched Western Kentucky and Austin P. I watched the old player, former player here, Xavier McCray. He played a good bit. Northwestern game a little bit. I just found out today that the internet or something went out, the lights or something. I don't know. I just found that out today. But I ain't watched a lot of it, to be honest. I'm just ready to see the Pirates out there. I'm ready for that Sunday watch film on us.
There you go. I had my last fantasy draft Saturday, Rajay. I took one 49er, and that one Niner was Debo. So
that's a good idea.
How you feeling about that pick?
That's a great pick. That is a great pick.
Do you play fantasy football?
I do not.
Okay, never played before?
I don't even know how to work it. I just
Real football players don't care about fantasy
football. I just bought Madden for the first time since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Honestly, so I don't even know how to play it. I don't know nothing about it.
Wow.
Guess I'm going to learn.
Well, how about it? How excited are you to be in a game next year? Because the new college football game is going to come out next year.
Yeah, that's going to be sweet.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I'm probably going to play that every day.
I mean, did you play that growing up at all?
Yeah. I played college. I played college. Road to Glory, all that.
And now you're living it, and now you'll be in the game coming up. You can run with that 47 next year for East Carolina. That's pretty cool. Rajay Harris joining us. So what, you have a daughter, of course. You have a personal life like everyone. What do you do, Rajay, when you get away from football?
I get away. I just spend as much time I can with her. I talk to my family every day. Me and my dad talk for about an hour every day. I talk to my mom. She's steady working 2 jobs right now, so I catch up with her at the back end, so about 11 o'clock at night. But the rest of the time, I just spend with my daughter and my girl. I just, I soak that time. We either throwing the ball at each other, she running up to me, trying to tackle me, just little stuff like that. It just make my day. Just,
awesome.
Take my mind off football for a little bit.
How's, I know the answer to this, but how's school going so far?
School is school. But,
school.
I'm almost there. I'm almost finished. So I just got to keep going. That's the 1% too. Just going to class and getting my work done on time, being early, 10, 15 minutes early to class, just, separate myself in the classroom.
You said almost finished. How much more you got to go before you graduate?
Well, I taught my academic coordinator. I'm on track to graduate next fall.
Nice.
So, it's kind of hard to believe, but I'll be a senior next semester. And it's crazy.
You'll be a school senior and a football playing junior.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I just got here yesterday.
I know. It is wild. And again, you started playing early on, which Mike Houston, he doesn't really care what classification you are. If you're, I guess, busting your tail, you're going to get a look, right?
You can play. Yep.
What do you remember about that, Rajay, just playing right away? Like, was the game ever like too fast for you? Did you have to have a welcome to college football moment, or did you pick it up early on?
Oh yeah, I had them moments. I remember the first game like it was yesterday.
It was UCF, right?
UCF, and shoot, them guys was fast. I ain't never like played no Florida team coming out of high school, so I never knew how fast they really were. So going out there, it was very fast. I had to slow my mind down because it was just racing. But after I slowed down my mind and everything, the whole game slowed down.
And you feel, I assume, 100% different heading into this week one than that week one? Like,
yeah. Mentally, mentally.
They say it slows down. Like, what does that mean? Like,
so, when I first got in that first time, I still remember this to this day. Like, we got mic calls, so Holden might mic this person, and you got like +1 or -1, and I wasn't even thinking about none of that. I was thinking either I'm going to get the ball, or I'm going to run this route, and I'm not looking if I got to pick up a blitz, none of that. But now it's like, I can slow it down. Like, I can tell what they're running, the defensive fronts, the coverages. Like, I can tell everything pre-snap now, and it's just, it's going to slow down.
Another weird thing about that one, too, there was no fans screaming and yelling, right?
No, it was just like practice out there, man. And, I got a plus out of it. First year, just trying to, lock my mind in on what college is going to be, like physicality part. But last year was kind of eye-opening for me with the crowd.
Yeah.
And I'm just ready to hear them Saturday.
With all them people there, and the majority of them are rooting for you and cheering for you, how did the nerves pop up? Like, how do you take all that in?
Honestly, I just be ready to play, man. I hear the crowd, but the crowd's not playing. I'm playing, so I just got to focus on the task in hand. We can celebrate with them after we win. But, you definitely hear them. It definitely give you a little chills or whatever, but once you out there, man, you locked in.
Locked in, ready to go. Rajay Harris. Holden said Tuesday is going to probably be the most physical practice this week. Which you don't mind, right?
Nah, I don't mind at all.
Don't mind at all. And then, so what's Friday like for you guys the day before game? What are you guys going to be doing on Friday?
A lot of mental, just, sharpening up everything. You probably be in tennis shoes, no helmet. You just out there walking through, a true walkthrough. But it's just a lot of mental work.
The scout team helping you guys out this week. I guess since you were playing day one, were you ever on the ECU scout team?
Yes, I was, man. Me and Keaton was on scout team together, running 20 personnel the whole time. So we really didn't get no breaks, but it done benefited, man. It motivated us to get on that one field. So
for folks that don't know, Rajay, we're familiar with that term and what the purpose is, but there might be some folks listening right now that go, what do you mean by scout team? So for folks that are tuned in that don't know what that does and how that helps ECU football, break it down for them.
All right, so you have a field like, the ones and twos that's going to play majority of the snaps on Saturdays, and then you have another field where it's like freshmen that just coming in, or you got like a 3 or 4 at that position. They'll be on the other field just practicing on reps, trying to get all the reps they can get to finally get on that 1 field, 2 field, and just, ball out.
And a lot of times they'll mock plays too.
Run the same plays. Most of the time they run the same plays, or they'll run their defense or NC State defense.
Right. They'll try and mock the team that you're playing to give you a look of what NC State's defense will look like, or the offense might look like for the defense.
Yep. But, Coach Houston, he's the type of coach, like, if you balling out on scout field, he'll move you over quick. I think he shot at Taj out the other day, like, after week 3, Taj got removed from scout field and came over there and balled with us. So you got to put in the work no matter what field you're on.
Rajay Harris joining us. You mentioned something about the internet going out that game, Nebraska Northwestern. Alex said, I think he's talking about how the internet went out in the stadium and beer was free for that amount of time.
Yeah, I saw that clip that they did beer free. I saw someone go, God, we could only pray for something like that happening in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. But for some reason, if the internet goes out, I just feel they'll stop sales. I don't think they'll put it on.
I feel like that shut everything.
Yeah, I don't think they'll put it on free play.
We had a discussion about that today.
Well, what a classy move. What a great customer service move right there.
Those folks in Ireland know how to do it, I guess. Everybody be leaving the stadium to go down, and like all the players be like, where's everybody going? What's going on?
Definitely. They won't even watch the game.
Rajay Harris joining us, getting ready for NC State, and we're looking forward to it, Rajay. Once again, since you've been here, really tough week 1 season opener. So you don't get a break. You don't get an FCS opponent right out of the gate, a tough team. I know you're going to be motivated to go anyway, but probably adds even a little more motivation to you guys.
That's how you want it. You've been working hard since, January. Just for this moment right here, and everybody done dreamed of it. Like I said, it's just a blessing to play a team like this in the game 1 of the season, the opener. Let everybody see, like, East Carolina is back.
Seems like a long time ago you guys were up in Maryland waiting to play a football game that was never played, right?
Seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, it does. It does.
What a brutal deal that was for you guys.
Yeah, we got up there, we was ready to play, practicing, doing team events, and then day before the game, we found out that they had COVID.
And I think NC State found out like the morning of their game or something that they were going to play out in California.
They got hosed too. Roger, this is the type of game everybody, works or has friends or family with NC State and East Carolina. There's so much, cross-contamination. Everybody divided families and divided friendships over this rivalry. What about you? Do you have some friends on the other side of this thing as far as players go?
I honestly don't. I honestly don't have no one over there that I know, but I think it was one player there recently, but I think he hit the portal. But I don't know nobody on that team.
Got you.
Nobody.
So it's nothing personal, strictly business for you.
Strictly business.
Yeah.
Strictly business.
See a guy in red, run over him.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Rajay, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Enjoyed it. I'll bring this up real quick. So, Troy, looks like we're going to have our Survivor team back for the NFL season.
I'm excited after a few-year hiatus, I feel like.
Tony Collins, Ellerby, myself, and you.
Yeah.
We have to pick one winner in the NFL each week.
Very easy. Just straight up. Just a winner.
And Rajay...
but you can only pick that team once, Cliff.
You can only pick the team once a year. Once you pick them, you can't pick them again.
Yeah.
But, Rajay, how about the 49ers beating Troy D's Bears week 1?
Of course.
I mean, that sounds like an easy one.
Cliff, I will say the Bears did finish the preseason undefeated, by the way. And last time that happened, the Bears were in the playoffs.
Uh-oh.
So, speaking of about a little stat to consider, be careful what you wish for, because sometimes the Bears, I would not bet against the Bears week 1 with a new coaching staff, with a new GM, with a lot of new players, with a quarterback ready to prove himself. That's a dangerous bet, and I am not going to co-sign on that. You can bet against them maybe later in the year, but let's see how they do game 1 first.
We shall see.
They have the second highest spread in that game of all the games, 49ers over the Bears.
It's dangerous. Okay. I'm telling you, be careful, Clip. Be very careful on week 1.
We'll have this conversation when Rajay's not around. I like the 49ers to beat the Bears, but we'll talk more about it. We got another week and a half to decide.
Yeah, I just hate for us to get eliminated from the elimination pool.
We all would hate that, but you're the only one that thinks the Bears can be worth a damn this year. So.
Well, I just said I think they could surprise you.
All right. I would be shocked.
We shall see.
If they're good. Rajay, thanks for hanging out, man. We'll talk to you next Monday, recap NC State, and also get ready for Old Dominion. We're about to get into it here.
Yeah, it's going to go by fast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
appreciate you joining us, man.
I appreciate you.
Thanks, Rob.
That is Rajay Harris joining us on the Delcor Players Lounge. Xavier Smith set to join us when we return here on Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. We're back with you after this.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphousенc.com.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because this right here is a Papa John's Papa Bowl. No crust, just piping hot toppings and melty cheese in an oven-baked bowl. Better ingredients, better pizza, now in a bowl. Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, brace yourself for the brand new Papa Bowls for only $7.99. The new Papa Bowls are an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They thank you for your continued support and trust during these trying times. Many services can be done remotely and free pickup and delivery is available. As a Dell business partner and Apple authorized service provider, you can count on University PC Care for all your personal and business tech support needs. To make a remote appointment or to bring in your device for service at their Greenville or Newbern locations, call 558-1280 or go online at universitypccare.com.
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at UniversitySportswearENC.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT experts since 2006, and they're the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, fired up here on a Monday. It is game week. It's going to fly by, so enjoy it, folks. And we are packed this Monday. We've got the Pirate Radio kickoff party coming up Thursday night, State Theater. Tickets still available, but going fast and under 100. Do we have another number we can say we're under, Troy D?
That'll be the next number will be we're sold out.
Yeah. So get them now.
Yeah. So we are under 100 tickets. We were over there all really kind of after our staff meeting. We spent a couple hours there getting the setup ready. It's going to look really awesome. And most importantly, Clip, come on in.
Come on in the house.
X, I should say. Good to see you, my man. We got the most important things done. That was the deliveries from our good friends at Carolina Eagle.
Nice.
With plenty of ice cold pirate beverages already getting chilled, Clip, for Thursday.
Excellent. It's Clydesdale's week as well.
Yeah,
we'll have a Clydesdale out there on Thursday.
Clydesdale there. We'll have the main. Well, we've got two kind of musical guests. We've got a DJ from Dirty Dance that'll be performing for us. DJ Kid Scene. He also is from the Buck. If you're familiar with him. He'll be spinning the tunes.
All right.
And then turning things over to the main show once the doors open to the Breakfast Club.
some 80s music.
Yeah, so it'll be 80s music. It'll be a lot of fun. We've got,
or as Xavier Smith would call it, oldies, probably. 80s music. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's more classic. I don't know.
Well, for us, Xavier, 80s. Yeah.
But it'll be a lot of fun. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, they're only $10. We're donating that $10 to local charities here in the area. You can go to our website, pr927fm.com. Click the link at the top of the website. It'll take you right there where you can buy. Everything's online, and then it'll get you your ticket digitally, and they'll scan your phone, and you're good to go. Doors open at 7.
All right. Question for the both of you. Welcome in Xavier Smith, by the way. Troy D here. Have you ever sang karaoke, Xavier, by chance?
Not in a public setting. Maybe behind closed doors, maybe in the shower.
If you were going to go, what's your go-to song if you were asked to sing on stage? What would you go with?
Sing on song?
Troy, if you have yours ready, you can fire.
That's a good question, Clip. There's a lot of, there's difference between what songs do you like and what song would you want to sing and perform.
That's true.
So you gotta consider that, because the song you may like may not be one you'd be good singing at. But
that's true.
But I'd probably go Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me.
Okay, nice 80s tune.
Yeah, it would probably be perfect for the show Thursday. Yeah, maybe I'll jump on with the band and sing a little bit.
I'm sure they'd enjoy that.
I know Shirley really wants me to do that.
Yeah, she'll be front row with the lighter on. Xavier, you got one?
I mean, I'm not much of a singer, but if I could sing, it'll probably be like some man, I don't know, because I can't sing.
Well, a lot of people do karaoke.
But a lot of
Troy can't sing.
No, and a lot of rap songs are more talking too. So you don't even have to sing. Half these guys don't even sing; they just talk.
Probably Lil Baby Freestyle.
All right,
it's the national anthem.
There you go.
Boy, I watched, not to get too sidetracked, but I was flipping around.
We might as well. We've asked Xavier almost all we can.
I was speaking of this ties into music. I was flipping around last night. That was my last night at the beach, Clip, until the foreseeable future.
So after you cried for 2 hours.
And I came across the MTV Music Awards because they had it like on every Paramount channel, I guess. They were doing a simulcast. It was like on 5 different channels. I hadn't watched this in probably 25 years.
Same.
So I was like, you know what? I'll watch a little bit of this. Boy, you want to feel old.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and watch the MTV Music Awards. I think I recognized 3 people, the names. Some of the names I can't even pronounce on this show, Clip, that were so dirty. Just what the artist calls themselves.
This old man.
No, I'm like, I can't even. If I said this on the show, we get calls, we get complaints, we might lose an advertiser. But this is a person like that's a name. I swear the artist was named after like a female genitalia. Like I couldn't believe, and they put the graphic on the screen. Nominated. It's like, what? How can you say this? How can you call yourself this? Like, I just could not believe how terrible that show was.
Wow. A little more open back then.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely feeling like the old man watching that show.
Well, yeah, that's.
And it was garbage. It was. I mean,
in our demographic,
the music's garbage. The show's garbage.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's not for us.
It's not for me.
I don't think.
Yeah, I've definitely aged out of MTV.
Yeah. I figured they would just show ridiculousness and catfish.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had live shows anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I still like the challenge. You ever seen that on MTV, Xavier? You're not
Road
familiar.
Rules?
Like that stuff.
That no more.
That still comes on.
Does it?
And it's still people we recognize.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Those old people have made a career off going on MTV and being in those challenges.
Yeah, I have gotten hooked on a ridiculousness binge before because it just rolls one into the other, and I'll just be and then they'll promo what's coming up. I'm like, oh, I got to see what this is now. Then they hook me in. They know what they're doing.
And
with
you're always
that.
laughing.
I'm like, it is crazy, and it's a lot of stuff I've never seen anywhere else before. I don't know how they find the stuff. It's not like stuff. Oh, I've seen all that.
Yeah.
Most of it's first time I've ever seen it.
Me too.
And I look at a lot of weird stuff, guys, and I still haven't seen this stuff.
Xavier, how'd you spend your weekend? Did you watch any live college football Saturday?
I actually didn't. I just took 2 me days for real. We got out towards the night of Friday, so I just kind of used the rest of that day to chill, catch up on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And then Saturday, took my dog to the dog park, gave him a little bit of attention now that he can get some more me time, so I took him to the park, play a little bit of Call of Duty, and then really just watched a little bit of film, watched a couple clips of, games, highlights, but I just took a break. Anytime I get a break, I am using it for a little bit of me and then for stuff that's important in my life. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on this year.
What episode of Game of Thrones are you on?
I'm on season 2, episode 8.
Oh, so you got through a lot of work there because you were just starting. You went through the whole first
What'd you
season.
think of Ned's? Look, this show's
Don't
old.
spoil it. Do not spoil it.
It's like 10 years old
Clip,
now.
I haven't seen it yet, and
You're not going to watch
I'm
it.
considering maybe
No,
one
you're
day.
not. You're not watching that. That's too much.
I heard there's a lot of good parts in it.
There's a lot of good parts.
Yeah.
A lot of bad parts, a lot of good parts, a lot of parts.
You know what I'm talking about.
When you say watch film, can you do that on your own devices, or do you have to go in to watch film? Like, how do you watch film?
I do it on my phone.
Okay.
They put cut-ups and stuff that, we can access on our phones. So I'll just, anytime I'm laying in bed, because Game of Thrones, there'd be some parts I'd be getting a little dozed off, so I'll just be watching film, watching practice, seeing the things I did wrong, seeing the things I need to do better. That way I can, correct other people, get a better approach, better feel for the games, just so we're all at a better standing going into the game week, because it's my last year, and when people say it's really, it hits a little different, and it do hit a little different. So I'm just trying to make sure the guys are straight for the first game. It's not too much on their plates. Whatever I can take off of them, because I'm an older player, more experienced, I can handle it. Maybe they can't. So I'm just trying to have some open communication dialogue with them to see what's the best way we can get things going this year.
Xavier, this NC State quarterback is coming in with a lot of hype and attention, and they're really building up him in the program this year. You as a linebacker, kind of the quarterback of the defense, if you will, what worries you, what concerns you, if anything, about this NC State quarterback?
Respectfully, ain't nothing NC State do that concern me. Ain't nothing their quarterback do that scare me. I play the game confident. I play to win. I hope other teams are good because I like to compete. I feel like that's the game. That's the football. You go out there to compete. If you think you the best, all for with that. Whoever think they the best, I want them. We want them. So, and then again, with that, you got to be careful with saying that because, people get caught up in what a lot of people saying, but I'm just a real confident person. I feel like our team's real confident as well. So we don't really looking for what everybody else got. We just really understand what we have and see the opportunity we got this Saturday.
This team doesn't intimidate you, though.
No.
It's good.
Never have been intimidated by no team. Who want to beat them? I always want the best top guy. That's the top guy. I want him.
Who are the names and numbers that kind of jump out when you watch State's offense? What do they do well, in your opinion?
They move the ball pretty well. They have a lot of RPO, a lot of base stuff, but there's only so much you can do with offense before you see the same stuff, the same picture. So they hide a lot of their stuff with motions and stuff. You don't want to dive deep into the game plan, but a lot of stuff they do, it's like I've been playing for 5 years. A lot of stuff I have seen before. I know they just trying to hide it with disguises and motions and things like that. So it's really just me communicating that so the whole defense knows, and the backups know, the safety knows, the defensive line knows. That way we're all on the same page and we all move with each other, one unit.
And on that note, you've been around so long that disguising that the offense wants to do, you're trying to do the same on defense. It's like a chess match before every play, right?
Yeah, it is.
So, how evolved has this defense become year 3, Blake Carroll, when it comes to that?
Oh, it's been night and day. I tell the freshmen all the time, you think this defense hard? Imagine learning a new one every single year, because that's how it used to be when I was their age, in college. So it's definitely good. It's just been great, to be honest, especially for me. I'm real comfortable with the defense, having 3 years to really understand it. I know where I fit in the scheme of things, so I can really bluff around, move around a lot, give the offense some different looks to create some confusion on there. And there's a lot of different guys that can do the same things, the skies and coverages, the skies and blitzes. So it's all just been great to watch this defense develop, watch the team develop into what it is right now.
Xavier Smith joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, getting ready for East Carolina, NC State. And Xavier, talk to your teammates about this. You guys go ahead and open up with the best. No FCS game. It's been like this just about every year you've been here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
like it.
You like the challenge?
I love the challenge.
And when it comes to this rivalry game, I don't know, did you know anything about ECU, NC State, these in-state schools and things like that before you got to ECU? Did you have to learn about it?
Before I got here, I had no clue. When it was beef, who's the best school, I was just I'll just say my high school. I ain't really know. It was a North Carolina thing. But being here for 5 years, I'm definitely into the beef. I'm definitely into ECU rivalry games. ECU to the day I died, hate all other North Carolina schools. So I'm definitely like, whether or not I like it, I'm in it regardless. So
Troy's your kind of guy right here.
Yeah, you're speaking my language.
For real.
Yeah.
And a lot of Pirate fans out there.
Yeah.
Game day routines, Xavier, anything you'll be doing? Holden says the day starts about 6:30 for you guys. Does that sound about right? So what's it like between that time and noon?
6:30.
That's what he said.
In the morning?
That's what he said.
Wake up.
Oh, Holden must be on a different schedule.
What time are you waking up?
Well, I got an online class, so I wake up about like.
Well, he's talking about game
Saturday.
Day.
Oh,
game
yeah,
day.
Game day. Okay,
It's a 12 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, Saturday.
I got Holden because I was about to say I must be doing something wrong there. But yeah, probably 6:30. Wake up, eat some food. You know, meetings, more meetings. Get a little break, more meetings. Go eat some more food, more meetings, and then
eating and meeting.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can squeeze in some football with all these meetings.
Get a little
got a lot of committee meetings.
You know,
here.
good dialogue, communication, clear up anything we're confused about before we go out there, and then after that is relax, get in your own space, and ready to play ball.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Yeah.
We're ready to watch it. I know you're ready to get out there.
I'm excited.
Xavier Smith joining us. Xavier, I appreciate talking to you all off season, man, and looking forward to finally being able to recap and preview games next week. So we'll do it next Monday.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it.
Good luck, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Hopefully around 3:30, 4 o'clock, you're flipping on the midfield.
We win
logo.
that game, I might do a backflip, mid twist, go out there, do a cartwheel. Yeah, I'm going to be crazy for sure.
Keep an eye on it, folks. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. More in the Delcor Players Lounge. We'll talk to Xavier's running mate at linebacker Miles on Pirate Radio Live after this.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? You can learn about the benefits of CBD right here in Greenville at the Hemp Garden. Hemp Garden offers a variety of products and solutions that are truly making a difference in our community. Hemp Garden also provides products that can assist with energy and focus. Have a pet? Come check out their selection of CBD pet products. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Hey Birdland, arrive early at the Yard on Saturday, September 3rd, when the first 15,000 fans 15 and over will receive the first ever Orioles soccer jersey presented by Pepsi. Don't miss out on this brand new crossover kit before the Orioles clash with the Oakland A's at 7:05 at the ballpark that forever changed baseball. What better way to celebrate Labor Day weekend than with your favorite home team on a Saturday night? Great seating options are available, and tickets start as low as $15 at Orioles.com/tickets.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Hi, back with you inside the Delcor Players Lounge. Brought to you by Delcor, the service professionals. Can help you with your heating, cooling, plumbing. I guess you don't need heating at this moment, but you will later on this calendar year. But certainly cooling, plumbing, you can rely on the professionals at Delcor, 321-8868, or visit delcorinc.com. Joining us right now, East Carolina linebacker Miles Berry. Game week. Miles, good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, too. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Feeling any different now that you're finally in week of a football game for the first time in a long time?
Well, really just hella excitement, man. I'm just excited. Excited to play in front of Pirate Nation. Excited to play with my brothers on the field, and it's game week. I'm just ready.
Yes, sir. And our coverage begins 8 a.m. Saturday morning on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, 4 hours, taking you right up to kickoff. After the game, it's the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. We're here until the last caller is served. So we've got our Saturday planned, and Miles and the crew has been planning theirs for a while now, probably,
yes,
right,
sir.
Miles?
Yes, sir.
We were just talking to Xavier about game day. Blake Carroll said earlier on the Brian Bailey show, he still gets the butterflies, not in a nervous way, but just that game day feeling. So how about you on Saturday? What's going to be going through your brain?
Well, I probably won't sleep Friday night, honestly. I'll probably need some melatonin just to put me to sleep. But Saturday morning, as soon as we wake up, I'm ready to go. Music's going to be in my ear. I'm focused. It's just locked in, on everything I need to do, and I'm ready to go.
Final preparations, I guess, this week at practice. So
yes,
what's
sir.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday going to be like for you guys on the defense?
Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be more like heavy practices, just getting the final touches in on the game plan for Saturday. Thursday is more of a helmeted practice, just going over all type of corrections, a true special teams day. Friday walkthrough, and then Saturday is time to go.
All right, sounds good. Yes, Miles, sir. Ready to roll. When you look at the film, Miles, what stands out to you about the Wolfpack and what they do offensively?
Well, their quarterback is definitely has a great arm. Knows where to go with the football, knows where to put the football. Offensive line moves very quickly, very physical offensive line, so we're just going to have to win the point of contact. And they also have some good receivers on the outsides that are able to go and get contested balls and a really strong hand. So we're just going to have to do a good job contesting those throws and getting after the quarterback.
And, I mean, this could differ depending on the opponent, but how much of your job is going to be run versus pass on Saturday? What are you planning for as far as that ratio?
Primarily, I'm focused on stopping the run.
Okay.
You got to stop the run in order to get them in second and long, third and long situations. And then once we get in those situations, then I'll be more focused on the pass and in coverage.
Talked about third down defense with you, I believe, last week. East Carolina top 10, top 12 in the country last year on third down, something you pride yourselves in. And a lot easier when it's 3rd and 8 as opposed to 3rd and 2, right?
Oh, most definitely. 3rd and 2 is hard to get that push sometimes at the line of scrimmage that you need. But 3rd and 8, that they need 8 yards. So you can mix up the coverages a little bit, mix up the defense, and get after it.
As you've watched NC State, how are they tempo-wise? Are you planning for them to be up tempo?
Most definitely. The best way to plan for tempo is always expected. And if they come out and they're not in it, then cool. But if they come out and in it, we're prepared for it. And that's something that we've been doing from camp and the last couple of weeks of practice.
We talked to the offensive guys about scripted plays and scripting your first 10, 20, scripting your first drive. How about defense? Do you have enough film on them to where you can kind of script your defense for the first drive of the game?
Yeah, in film study, that's just something you do. You look at the last 6 to 8 games of the season and see what they like to do coming out, especially in the first quarter, and you prepare for that. But at the end of the day, you kind of don't know what they're going to come out in. You just got to prepare for what you can. But primarily, like I said, is going to be stopping the run and getting them in second and long, third and long situations.
Holden Ehlers says that, he's got a play that comes in. If he looks at and sees something, he can change that play. What do you do defensively when you see the quarterback checking, talking to his players?
Yeah.
What's that communication like on your side of the ball at that point?
Well, yeah, we when I see them check, I look at the sideline and see if there's a check that I can put the defense in and put them in the best call, put us in the best call. If there's something that now, like I said, we have the ability now as a defense to make adjustments on the field because we're so experienced. So if we see a look that we don't like or we want to check to something else, we definitely have the ability to do so.
What percentage would you say ECU's defense is when it comes to coverages, man versus zone? How much are you alternating on that?
I think that varies by game. Honestly, some teams you might want to run more zone just depending on the type of routes that they run in coverage, and then if you feel like you can physically dominate them at the line of scrimmage, then you might want to run man. So I can't really give you a percentage, but that definitely varies week to week.
And whatever it is, you can do it all, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're prepared to do it all at this point. Miles, being an in-state guy, I talked to Rajay, South Carolina guy, Xavier, Virginia guy.
Yeah.
Didn't know too much about ECU, NC State before they got here. They understand it now. How about you growing up in the state?
That's something huge. Growing up, I remember when Russell Wilson was at NC State, and I remember even in 2016 when the Wolfpack came to Dowdy Fig and lost in that huge game. I remember watching that and just being like, wow, like I would love to be in that atmosphere. So now just being able to play this weekend in that atmosphere, maybe even a bigger atmosphere than 2016, is definitely a dream come true, and I'm just ready to put it all out there on the field.
How do you use that crowd energy as a positive and not let the nerves kick in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Really, it's something that I was just telling my mom this the other day. Like, before the play comes in, you hear the noise. You hear the crowd. You're like, okay, yeah, getting into it. But then as soon as you get that play and as soon as you lock in on to your assignments, I don't hear anything. That noise completely blocks out. But then as soon as the play is made and the play is over and I hear the whistle, boom, I hear the noise again. So it's definitely, we feed off of it, but at the end of the day, sometimes we don't even hear it.
So if we see you out there waving your arms, you're probably not, you're just, it's, I don't know, muscle memory or something.
I'm waving my arms. I'm telling the crowd to get into it, but then as the play comes in, I won't hear the crowd at all. Yeah.
That's kind of a weird deal.
Yeah,
right?
it's something. It's something.
Miles Berry joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios, East Carolina, NC State, Saturday at noon. And again, I said this to Rajay, you played on big stages, high-level football, but still something cool about being on ESPN, being the game right after college game day. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. Being on this platform, being able to, just a dream come true. My Instagram name is ESPN's Finest because, like, in middle school, I wanted to I had a dream of being able to play on ESPN, and now being able to do so, you just want to showcase all that hard work that you put in, and it's a dream come true for sure.
Miles Berry joining us, getting ready for the Wolfpack on Saturday. We'll talk to Ryan Jones coming up, Keaton Mitchell, Isaiah Winstead, Jeremy Lewis later on in today's program, and kind of talked about this last week, but man, just being able to play against another team at this point and stop beating on your brothers is probably a good thing, right?
Yes, sir. We've been going at it since August 2nd. And going against Holden, going against Ryan Jones on a daily basis, it's iron sharpening iron, but it does get a little nerve-wracking, because we start game planning against each other, and we know our cheats, and it kind of gets a little unfair at times. But now just being able to, since the season has started, going against different opponents, it's just a great thing.
A name that Blake Carroll brought up earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show after talking about you and Xavier is Chance Bates, who is new to the program, but certainly not a young player, a veteran at this point. It sounds like we're going to see him out on the field. What kind of offseason has he had with this team?
Yeah, he's had a great, his main thing was just meshing with us, and we've invited him in with open arms, and he's been a great asset to us. He's been playing at a very high level, and I'm just ready to see him put on that purple and gold in front of 50,000 in Dowdy Fake, and showcasing his ability that I've seen all camp, but to the whole Pirate Nation.
The offense can make a change, but the defense can't make a change. If the offense makes a change, you are allowed a little bit of time to get a change in. Is that correct? How it works?
When you say change, you mean a substitution?
Yeah, a sub.
Yeah. So,
but it's still very quick.
You got to be quick. Yeah, you got to know, and that's the thing about being locked into the game, especially if you're a second guy up. You got to be locked in, because at any moment the first guy or the starter can go down. So you got to be ready. But as soon as the offense makes a substitution, they do allow the defense to make a substitution also.
Have you ever, when you're not on the field, not been ready to go into a game?
Maybe once or twice, maybe freshman or sophomore year, but the last couple of years, I'm dialed in. I'm locked into the game.
And I could see that happening sometimes. I guess the next man up at that point.
It's easy to get kind of out of focus sometimes.
Yeah, a lot going on around you.
Especially when you're young, you know, but as a veteran guy, you know that it's a next man up mentality, and you always want to be ready, whether that's even special teams. If somebody goes down on kickoff, you want to be able to pop up and say, hey, I can run down there and make a tackle too. So you always got to be locked in.
Miles, the week one has always been a difficult opponent for East Carolina these last few years. Can't seem to get that illustrious week one win. So what would a win this week to start the season off right mean for you guys?
It would just start the season off really with high hopes. And honestly, yeah, like you said, we usually have struggles in game one and then somewhat bounce back in game two or game three. But our main focus is starting off. We want to start off strong. We want to start off rolling, and we'll do that by getting a win this weekend.
Well, Miles, good luck to you, man. Can't wait to see you out on the field.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you next Monday.
Yes, sir.
Miles Berry, East Carolina linebacker, joining us inside the Delcor Players Lounge. We'll take a timeout, come back, and talk to Ryan Jones, East Carolina tight end / inside receiver, when we on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holden Ehlers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
That perfect tractor package you've been eyeing at Quality Equipment just got a little more perfect. Haul your next 1, 3, or 5 Series John Deere tractor off the lot on your brand new trailer. Visit our site at QualityEquip.com to add it to your package. Start with Quality Equipment to get any task done right. We've got the full line of John Deere equipment priced right with low monthly payments and special financing. Plus, we service everything we sell. Visit QualityEquip.com to see our latest offers.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you have real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about the current real estate market? Or do you need a property manager for rental houses? ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX and SD Harris Properties can help answer every question you have and show you a stress-free real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. If you have real estate questions, Scott has the answers. Call Scott Harris today at 347-1857. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. It's the Delcor Players Lounge, and we're talking to East Carolina's starting tight end or inside receiver. Holden Ehlers gave us the starting receivers earlier, so I can go ahead and say that. Ryan didn't say it, but Holden said it. Ryan Jones joining us, and Ryan really ready to finally catch some balls when they matter on the field coming up this Saturday. How excited are you to finally be in game week, Ryan?
It's a great feeling finally being in game week. The guys and myself, we put in a lot of work this off season and spring, just trying to make sure that we're at our best for this week 1 matchup. So we're excited.
And you said it was a pretty quick off season, and you couldn't even really find a dividing point. You said you still kind of remember practicing up in Maryland for the bowl game, right?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels like it. everything kind of happened real fast, especially being my last year. I think that's kind of playing a big part in that. But yeah, it just seems like time's going by fast. But I mean, I'm glad it's getting close to game day.
What's the feeling like? Can you go back and remember this time last year heading into the opener compared to this year, and just, you know, how further along you are within this program and everything?
Yeah, I'll say for myself, I do usually do kind of have some jitters the week before or on game week. But I definitely feel more confident going into this first game. I feel like my preparation has allowed me to be more just confident in my play and just in what we're about to do this weekend.
Holden said he's, getting that timing right with Johnson, with also Winstead, the new guys here on this team. But that's something y'all went through last year that probably clicks right now easy, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely being with him for now a full season and off season, everything, we definitely have a chemistry that is really good. I mean, with adding Isaiah and some of the guys that also came from this off season, it's really just been great how Holt's been getting the ball around.
So you got 3 more practices to go, I guess. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, maybe the tougher of the week. But what's this final week of practice like for you guys on the offensive side?
We're definitely just trying to fine tune what we have. You know, we're definitely kind of trying to have excellent execution. So as a whole, we can feel confident for going into Saturday.
What stands out about the Wolfpack defense? Any names, any numbers that caught your eye?
Really, I'll say where they're best at is their linebackers. They definitely they have guys that can make plays, and they have a safety that's really good. But ultimately, they just have a somewhat big defense. But they have 2 guys that are coming back from injury, so we do know that. But I mean, they just have a good sized defense.
And I guess this varies depending on who you play and how they play you. But do you find yourself more taking on linebackers or DBs?
The defense they run, it's more so of they will sometimes go man and press the slot. But ultimately, it'd be probably more so safeties with the defense they run.
Do you welcome the press coverage?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with off, man, whatever it is. I mean, I'm just ready to ball.
Ryan Jones joining us. Ryan, do you have any individual goals this year, numbers in mind? Do you do that?
Kind of this year, I'm just more so just focused on how can I improve the offense and how can I help the team out the most. Because, I mean, the goals that we have for ourselves this season is bigger than what I have for myself. I mean, as long as we handle what we need to do this season, I know my goals will be handled as well. So I'm just more so focused on contributing the best I can.
Ryan Jones joining us. Ryan, as a Charlotte guy, what did you know about East Carolina, NC State, you know, as a high school kid or as a kid in Charlotte? Did you know a lot about the rivalry or anything like that?
I did a little bit. I really wasn't too big into ECU or NC State. My dad was a big Florida State fan, so I mean, that's how I spent most of my Saturdays watching them play. So I mean, I've heard about it and I know how deep it runs, but yeah, I just didn't. I didn't grow up watching.
I got you.
Yeah.
Florida State won the other night. They had a long delay, a lightning delay before they played Duquesne. Do you still keep an eye on Oklahoma? I mean, I'm sure you got some buddies there, right?
Yeah, I still one of my roommates. He still plays there, Jalen Redmond. So I mean, I always check in with him, and my guys that played there before. So I mean, I always check in with them. But yeah, I'm definitely checking to see how they do after we play Saturday.
How much football were you able to catch on Saturday?
I watched a few games. I definitely watched that Nebraska Northwestern game. It was crazy seeing that they played in Ireland. I've never really seen that.
Would you like to play overseas like that?
Yeah, if we did, I just hope we win.
It's a long flight
back. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to get a little appetizer on Saturday, and it's a pretty good slate for Thursday night. I know the Backyard Brawl, Pitt and West Virginia will be playing on Thursday night during our Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Wake Forest is in action Thursday night, Central Michigan, Oklahoma State. So will you find yourself watching some football if it's on, or you doing other stuff?
Yeah, I'm definitely, when it's college football season, I'm definitely tuned in on the games. I'm a big college football guy. I mean, I love the NFL, but I definitely enjoy college football more.
I had my last fantasy draft on Saturday. I waited around on tight end a little while, so I missed out on the big names. I got Dalton Schultz. I hate to draft a Cowboy, but I think with their receivers being hurt, he could have a good year. What do you think about that pick?
Yeah, I'm really not too familiar with him, but I mean,
that's not good.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll probably do. He'll get you some points.
He'll get a few points. Do you play fantasy football at all?
Nah, cause NCAA I can't.
They won't let you.
Yeah,
dang.
You know, they're strict on that stuff.
You talked about your favorite tight ends to watch. Kelsey, I guess Andrews from the Ravens. Who's the big tight end point getter this year, in your opinion?
I would say he's a sleeper, but I'd say Kyle Pitts. I feel like this year he'll have a breakout season, just depending on how the quarterback play is. But I feel like he'll have a breakout season this year. And I shouldn't say this because nobody drafted him. I need to pick him up now in my league. But if Logan Thomas stays healthy, watch out. He had a big year 2 years ago. And he was with the Commanders. Yeah, he came back and clicked with Wentz early on, it sounds like. So watch out for Logan Thomas, folks. Just putting it out there. Hopefully the Commanders can do something right this year. Something for me to pull for. All right, so any game day routine superstitions for you, Ryan? Anything you'll be doing Saturday? Saturday, I like to be super relaxed. I usually just listen to music. I don't do too much talking. I just more so just try to lock in myself and just relax.
Have you ever sang karaoke before?
Yeah, I've done it once.
What'd you sing?
Man, I'm trying to think. It's like an old R&B song, but I can't remember the name. Next time I come, I'm gonna have it for y'all.
All right. So
that was a one-time thing. Though. It's not every.
Let's say you had to. We're not gonna make you do that, obviously. Yeah. What would be a go-to song for you if you had to do it?
Probably any Drake song, or if I have to sing or song, I'll probably go like Chris Brown.
All right.
There
you go. Get the ladies into it. Good stuff. Ryan Jones joining us. What's your favorite sports movie, Ryan?
My favorite sports movie, I'd probably say favorite sports movie, Above the Rim is a good one.
That's old school there.
Yeah. Was White Men Can't Jump. I love I like the old school ones. Yeah, no doubt.
Those are the two good ones there.
Classic.
Tupac in Above the Rim, right? Ryan Jones joining us. Final preparation for NC State, and what a way to kick off the season. You see North Carolina playing Florida A&M. A lot of schools will play a FCS opponent to get started, but man, you get thrown right into the fire. You guys are accepting that challenge, I know.
Yeah, it's definitely I feel like, just for myself personally, I feel like this game is going to propel us into the season we want to have, So, definitely being more focused for NC State. Just carrying that preparation throughout the rest of the season is going to just help our team, All
right. Well, Ryan, good luck to you, man. Appreciate you joining us here today, and we will recap it and also get ready for Old Dominion because, as you said, you say the offseason went by fast. This season's going to fly by too. So try to enjoy every day, but once you get done with one, you're right there to the next one, right? So,
right.
Well, good luck to you guys, Ryan. We'll be watching this Saturday and talking to you again next Monday.
Gotcha. Appreciate you.
Ryan Jones, East Carolina tight end, inside receiver, joining us today here on Pirate Radio Live. We will take a break. Come back, have more for you. Hour 2, PRL. We're back after this.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Hey Jeff, how's inventory going?
Inventory levels are increasing. For the first time in over 45 days, we have Mazdas in stock, Buick in stock, Cadillac in stock, and GMC in stock. I highly encourage the customer to go to gmc.com, build and price their vehicle, share that with Brown & Wood, and let us place your order. We need some price protection for these customers, and you got to place an order to have that.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville, and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold.
DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now rising rates? It's a lot. This is Timothy Sawyer, your local Rocket Mortgage professional right here in Greenville, North Carolina. With Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within the first 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a lower rate with exclusive savings. Take the Rocket advantage of calling me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Hey Pirate fans, this is head coach Mike Houston. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been taking care of our athletes here at East Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or if it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the folks who have been taking care of me and many of our fans in Pirate Nation, or visit them online at orthopedicseast.com. Go Pirates!
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. With a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
Uptown Greenville invites you to Free Boot Friday, a celebration for pirate fans of all ages. Dance to live music, feast on fantastic food from local restaurants, and enjoy ice-cold grog in the Beer and Wine Garden. The Free Boot Friday fun starts at 5 p.m. and continues until 8 p.m. in the Five Points Plaza. Visit uptowngreenville.com for more information on Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally of home football games. Go Pirates!
Oh, you make me smile.
Hey Pirates, this is Holden Ehlers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to cleaneats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Coach Blake Carroll, defense coordinator for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference in Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Brock.
All right, back with you here on this Monday Players Lounge of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes, Chan Man. Coming up later on in today's show, we'll talk to East Carolina running back Keaton Mitchell, also Isaiah Winstead and Jeremy Lewis joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios later on. Right now, we'll talk to a former high school football player joining us in the Players Lounge, Brian Bailey, on the program. BB, how you doing, sir?
I have to look inside the Players Lounge to hang out. I don't get to hang out inside the Players.
Yeah, you got. How about your glory days, Bailey? What do you remember about your playing days back when they had leather helmets and all that?
Yeah, I remember one time our quarterback threw like a 50-yard touchdown pass, and I was holding my guy. I couldn't block him. And I dragged him down to the ground, and I looked up from the ground and saw our receiver catch the pass and thought, please, God, don't let there be a flag. And I looked around, there was no flag. It's just like going 75 and a 55. If they don't catch you, you didn't do it.
It's only holding if they saw you. So great block, a pancake block from Brian Bailey on that play, leading to a touchdown. Speaking of touchdown Friday, 2 weeks in the books now, Bailey, as we're already off and getting ready for week 3. And how about my D.H. Conley Vikings off to a good start this season?
Off to a 2-0 start, getting set to make their debut in the Touchdown Friday Top 9 with those 2 wins. And They've got a really tough one this week against Cleveland, though.
Cleveland knocking off J.H. Rose, and I know Will Bland and his team wanted to win, but, man, that Cleveland group every year really good, and Rose put some points on them, just couldn't looked like they couldn't stop them the other night, Bailey.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that Cleveland's not as good as they were last year. They look pretty good to me so far. I listened to some of that game. We had some highlights of it, but Rose played tough for a while. I just couldn't hang with Cleveland on that night. Good to see
C.J. Wilson and North Pitt get in the win column on Friday.
Yes, they did. That was a high-scoring game. So C.J.'s got him flinging that football all around the gridiron right now.
Any Week 3 matchups? Talked about Conley and Cleveland. You can hear it right here Friday night on Pirate Radio. Any other Week 3 matchups to look out for?
You know, it's kind of a quiet Week 3. Some games got moved to Thursday because of the Labor Day holiday. Our game of the week is going to be Cleveland and Conley. So it's kind of an odd week because I think maybe some teams are off, but it just doesn't seem like there's as many games as they usually are. Teams, will take an off week sometime around now because they'll have the conference slate kicking off in a couple of weeks for most of the leagues. So not a huge weekend of high school football, but of course we got some college football that we'll be talking about.
That is true, and I got some football coming up on Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So this is the kickoff week. We have Week 0 on Saturday, but, man, everything gets going this Saturday. Before we look ahead, Bailey, did you watch any Northwestern Nebraska or any other games this weekend?
I did. I enjoyed the Northwestern Nebraska game because, the heat is on Scott Frost.
Man.
And, man, it just heated up, tenfold after that loss. And Northwestern played really, really well and came up with the victory. And that was fun to watch. And in Carolina playing at night, I didn't even think it was raining. And then they showed a shot of Gene Chizik up in the press box. Thank you, sir. In the press box. And it was raining cats and dogs for a while.
Drake May, I believe the quarterback's name, looked good for North Carolina against Florida A&M. But speaking of Gene Chizik, probably not happy giving up all those points to the Rattlers the other night.
Yeah, most certainly. And I know that they were disappointed in that aspect, but they got some really big numbers from some of their offensive players. And that'll be fun this weekend. I wish that Carolina and App State weren't playing at the same time that East Carolina and State is.
There's a few of those games going on, App State and North Carolina, of course, ECU and NC State, and also Houston starting the season with UTSA. There's a lot of, hype going on around Dana Holgerson and the Houston Cougars, but that's a tough matchup for them against UTSA. So we know we're going to see some upsets this weekend, Bailey. We hope East Carolina's involved in one of those.
Yes, we do. We hope the Pirates can overcome, 10 or 11 points as an underdog, but in listening to Dave Doran today at his press conference and in my interview with him, I mean, they're really concerned about the atmosphere at East Carolina, and as Doran said, his Wolfpack hasn't played so well in Greenville, so we'll see how that thing plays out later on.
Yeah, Dave Doran didn't give you too much, Bailey, but it was nice to have him on the show earlier today. As kind of keeps it close to the vest, right?
Yeah, that's about as vanilla as you can get, probably, but I tried to poke around and poke the bear, but the bear was staying in the cave, that's for sure.
What do you think Ruff's emotions are going to be like? Ruff and McNeil returning to Greenville on Saturday.
I got to think that it's going to be an odd deal for him. I mean, when I asked him in the Zoom the other day on Friday, I said, not only did you play at this university, coached here, but just think about how much time he spent on the field at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, on that same turf, and sweating and bleeding and everything else on that baby. And then, his emotions as a head coach and the wins that East Carolina had over the ACC when he was the head coach that included North Carolina State. So I'm sure he's got, some big time emotions. I know that he's a hugger and he loves the kids he's working with right now. He doesn't have any ties to any of the Pirate players, right now, but I'm sure he knows some of them. But I think it's going to be an odd experience for him.
Brian Bailey joining us. I'm looking it up right now, Bailey. East Carolina's last Week 1 win came in all the way back in 2016. And I'm looking back to East Carolina's last Week 1 win against an FCS opponent. And you got to go, let's see, was Old Dominion? I think they were FCS when we played them in 2013. So go back to 2012. Appalachian State in 2012 was FCS, I want to say. I'm trying to find our last week 1 win against an FBS opponent, and I think I found it. You got to go back to the Justin Jones Hail Mary game of 2010, the last time the Pirates opened up with the FBS team and beat them. It's a long time.
A long time ago, and that one probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You think about that game. So yeah, that has been. That was Coach Ruff's first game as the head coach of East Carolina. I always remember that from the cake. I remember that coming back into his office on that Monday, Labor Day, and walking through and going to peek my head. I didn't know him real well at the time, but I poked my head in and said, "Coach, just want to congratulate you again." And he said, "B, come on and have some cake." He got me a cake. I'll never forget it. He had this huge cake in there. He was like, he looked at me like, "I don't need it. I don't want it. You take some of it."
He was looking for a Bubba to share it with, and Bailey was more of a Bubba back in 2010 than he is now.
Yeah, I tell you, it was funny to think about the cake. Hey, I got a bone to pick with you. My lovely wife and I do. Are you ready to hear it?
Let's go.
All right. So on Saturday, you sent me a text message, remember? And it said something about you had a tight end, Holden Schultz, and you had as your number one tight end, your running back.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, man, you're coming around. I'm going to get you a Cowboy cap. I'm proud of you." You said, "Well, no, I drafted some Commodores too, or Commanders, whatever the heck they're called." And I said, I call them the Commodores. And I said, "Did you draft Lionel Richie?" And you said, "My first pick." And then I said, we're sitting there trying to think of something like Clip Brock would write, like something really witty. So we're sitting there and we think, what can we write? So I'm going to read you exactly what we.
I got it right here.
Yeah, I'll say he'll be a brick house and he'll sail on by the competition unless he's working on the night shift. All those Commodore and Lionel Richie references, and you didn't even text me back.
It was a good one, Bobby.
Melissa was stunned. She's like, "I can't believe you couldn't text us back."
I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, it was a little too much. Like we had already. We've gone like 3 deep at that point with text each other. I had to cut it off at some point.
You got a husband and wife team high-fiving each other. Brock doesn't even acknowledge it.
I'm very proud of the wordplay and everything, but you're making fun of my team. I had to end it at some point.
Man, I swear. So she's vowed not to speak to you at the Pirate Radio part.
Man, all right. I'm getting the cold shoulder from Miss Bailey.
She loves you. She may not speak to me, but she'll speak to you.
It was a good one, Bailey, and I did indeed. I put my allegiances aside and got Dalton Schultz and Tony Pollard, a couple of guys I think could have big years this year.
They could. They very well could.
I'm excited for that, Bailey. We are all wrapped up with college football this week, and then Cowboys is not this Thursday, but next Thursday, right?
No, Cowboys is Sunday night.
Sunday night. Oh, is it Rams-Bills?
Yes.
That's a great game.
That's a great game to get started, and the Cowboys play Tampa Bay at home this year on Sunday Night Football.
Did you see Tom Brady return to the team?
Yeah. Did you hear one of the theories was that he was the masked singer?
Yes. We talked about it here on the show. I'm still not 100% sold that he didn't go there, but
he probably did. He can do what he wants to do. When you won that many Super Bowl rings, I think you do what you want.
A lot of people commented on his face, and did he get plastic surgery? I mean, he just is the youngest looking 45-year-old you'll ever find.
He is. He is that. So hopefully he won't be moving around so well when Michael Parsons is hold of him, if he can catch him.
BB joining us, Brian Bailey. We'll talk to him coming up on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll probably go out to Bailey live at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. What's your Saturday plan looking like right now, BB?
My plan is to get out there as early as I possibly can because I think it's going to be crazy in traffic. And one thing I hate to be in traffic. So my plan is to get out there probably by 8:30 in the morning and just kind of – I like to get out there early, walk around, see some of the early tailgaters, and then kind of, go on the field, see what's happening there, see some of the guys warming up, see some of the assistant coaches, just kind of get a feel for what they're up to, and then kind of take it all in because, we don't get – you don't get but so many Saturdays each year.
Yeah.
They fly by, so you got to take it all in.
And, man, it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Looking forward to it. We'll talk to Bailey before the game, and, of course, we'll be here with you after the game. Billy Weaver, I, and the crew on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Looking forward to another year of Pirate football, Bailey, and really enjoyed the Brian Bailey show. Got some clips of that we'll play later on in this show, but if you missed it, check it out 6 o'clock tonight with Dave Doran and Blake Carroll. A lot of chat, X's and O's with Blake Carroll.
I had a good time with that. Coach Carroll's really a great guy, and he just became a friend almost overnight when he got here 3 years ago, and he loves talking defensive football. His kids love him, and I expect big things out of his defense this year.
Yes, sir. No doubt. Bailey, thanks for joining us, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds good.
There is Brian Bailey, the jokester. Says Lionel Richie, my first pick in fantasy will be a brick house, and he'll sail on by the competition unless he's working on the night shift. Well, first of all, the only song I'm familiar there with there is Brick House. I'm assuming Sail On and Night Shift are also songs.
Sail On, I believe, is a Lionel Richie one, and Night Shift is a Commodore song.
The Commodores.
The
Right,
Commodores.
Chandler? Is that what he likes?
Commodores.
Commodores and that kind of thing.
I knew and that kind of thing. Yeah, I knew he was going to get that in there somehow. But bless his heart, he thought about that one hard, and then you ghosted him.
I know, Sean.
That has to hurt his feelings so bad.
I know. I apologize. I didn't know I had that effect. I should have just sent him a courtesy LOL or something.
A laughing emoji.
You know what? I'm going to do it right now.
A late response.
Yep.
Do it. Send like 10 laughing emojis.
I'm going to say, just seeing this now.
LOL.
Been busy since Saturday evening.
Great stuff. LOL, laughing emojis.
That's hilarious. LOL, crying, laughing emojis. Boom. All right, so I should be good to go with Bailey and the Missus coming up Thursday night.
Don't you pee off the missus now.
I know. I didn't know. I thought I was just peeing off Bailey. I didn't know that it was a family deal.
You got everybody involved. Bella, Melissa, everybody was involved in that joke, and you ghosted them all.
Oh, man, I hate
you ghosted so many people.
Hate to upset Bella. We are ready to roll for Thursday night. Pirate Radio football kickoff party.
Can't wait.
Breakfast Club going to be playing.
We'll have the Clydesdale there.
The Clydesdale will be out there.
Take a picture with it.
Actually touch a Clydesdale.
Touch it, pet it, take a picture with it. Come hang out with us, the Pirate Radio crew. Listen to a awesome 80s tribute band in the Breakfast Club.
Talk glory days. Chandler, by the way, for folks that don't know, former long snapper.
Yes. If you would love to know more about my past in athletics and the world of long snapping, please do not hesitate to come up to me and ask.
Have y'all picked out your outfits yet?
I've got like a an ECU button up that I'm going to wear.
Yeah. Y'all are no fun.
Yeah, I thought about getting something new, and I didn't. I'm going
I have several things in mind. I just haven't narrowed it down to one thing yet.
I might have mentioned this on the show in the past couple of weeks, but I think I'm loafing it up, ladies and gents.
Oh, God.
I think I'm loafing it up. I think I'm going to wear the old loafers. I haven't worn them in a while, and I thought this is a special occasion, so I think I'm going to whip them back out.
Great.
And he's proud of it. He's excited about
wearing the loafs.
And he should.
Or I might go with the dudes. Might go with the dudes or the loafs.
So no Bruno Marx?
Oh,
that would be a reference.
And you know what's funny? I still have those. I'm just not. I'm going to wear shorts. So the Bruno Marx would not look good with me wearing shorts. So maybe another time.
So
maybe next year.
I think we banned Craig from the chat previously, or at least he said we did. But he's still. He said I saw a pirate with a paper towel under his hat, and I asked him about it, and he said, "Arg, there's a bounty on my head." Craig really bringing it here on a Monday.
Oh, Craig.
I want to give you a rim shot, but it has to be delayed.
Yeah, he deserves a delay there. Matt says Dave Doran might be the most boring man in the world.
Now, that I can agree with.
You think about, like, coaches, recruiting, and talking to family. And there's different ways to skin a cat, as they say. And I guess his way is just being as boring as possible. And I don't know, sticking to the facts. Not a lot of energy, not a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
Just Dave being Dave.
And if you want to hear how boring he is, you can listen to the Brian Bailey Show. But it was a great conversation with Bailey today. He also talked to Blake Carroll, defensive coordinator for ECU. So check that out. Replay coming up at 6.
Balake
Harrell.
I tell you what, let's hear from Boring Dave, Boring Doran. when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Also, some comments from Blake Carroll.
Threw me for a loop. I was getting ready to set it up.
After this timeout. Also, hour 3, we will make you a winner on today's show. And hear from Keaton Mitchell, Isaiah Winstead, Jeremy Lewis. It's all ahead. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you on a Monday after this.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today. Come party like a pirate at the official Pirate Radio football kickoff after party at Dirty Dance. Dirty Dance is open 7 days a week and located on 4th Street, right beside the downtown parking deck. The McHale Buck Band will be the headliner of the after party, and anyone with a Pirate Radio football kickoff party ticket gets in free all weekend long. So keep the fun going at Dirty Dance all weekend long with live music, with the friendliest staff and the best drink specials in town. Get lucky at Dirty Dance.
Have you experienced increased aches and pains recently? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden is your premier CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. Do you find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support? Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and hemp-derived Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by the store, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation, and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Hey Pirate Nation, Shimmer Boutique is your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials. This is Holden Ehlers, and if you need a Yeti cooler, apparel, shoes, or accessories for the season, Shimmer has you covered. Shimmer Boutique is also the exclusive retailer in Greenville carrying the largest selection of built and broken gear for adults and youth. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville across from Lowe's. Go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
The Wood Ducks are back at Granger Stadium this upcoming week for the final homestand of the season, August 30th through September 4th. There will be post-game fireworks on Friday, sponsored by WNCT Channel 9 and ENC Media. The final jersey giveaway will be on Saturday to the first 1,000 fans, sponsored by Down East Heating and Air, and pre-game autographs with the team. There will be a jersey auction through the LiveSource app, the Wood Ducks original green jerseys. The auction will end at the conclusion of the game on Sunday. Get your tickets now. Go Woodies!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nesbitt. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll jump back inside the Delcor Players Lounge later on this hour and talk to Keaton Mitchell and also Isaiah Winstead, Jeremy Lewis. So looking forward to that. We got some breaking NFL news. Let's go to the breaking news, boys. And one of the boys, Chandler Honeycutt, is here. Chandler, the Panthers making a move.
Yeah, making a move in the wide receiver room. Panthers trade for Laviska Shenault from the Jacksonville Jaguars, who has only played a couple of years for the Jaguars. He's had some breakout games. Hasn't been very consistent, but I think he has a lot of potential of being a very consistent and productive wide receiver. And then this kind of questions, will the Panthers cut last year's second-round pick in Terrace Marshall Jr.? Because his status is up in the air. Actually, I saw that some teams were shopping for him, but the Panthers get a new face in the wide receiver room, and his name is Laviska Shenault. A lot of people probably do not know who he is.
He was good at Colorado. I remember him.
Yeah, and I do know that he has had some very good games for Jacksonville in the past. So
had a good rookie year, 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. Basically the same yardage last year for Jacksonville, 0 touchdowns. And it makes sense for them because they have overhauled their passing game to help out Trevor Lawrence. They brought in Zay Jones, Christian Kirk. They also have Marvin Jones and Evan Ingram from New York. So they have, and Chris Manhertz and Dan Arnold,
former Panthers.
So they have rehauled their passing game there, and I guess Shenault was not going to see the field, and the Panthers add maybe a weapon for Baker here.
Yeah, and no information has come out of what the Panthers gave up for him, but once I'll be keeping my eye out on that. I'm sure it's maybe just picks, but we'll see.
All right, if you missed last segment, you missed Brian Bailey. He was upset that I didn't send him a return text from Saturday, so I said I did send him a return text, and now he's not sending me anything back. So now, yeah, we're in a game here. Who can...
You ghosted him?
I didn't mean to. I didn't really think about it, but yeah, he...
Bailey's kind of sensitive.
He is.
I mean, he's a big teddy bear, and he takes stuff like that personal.
He turns into a grizzly bear.
It becomes an issue.
Yeah.
It takes 0 effort to return a text.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way now. So I will make sure not to ghost Brian Bailey in the future, Troy Day.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Now you got him on edge.
Right?
Week for him.
Yeah, right. He's already on edge. A lot going on.
Yeah.
I talked to Dave Doran earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show.
Yeah.
You want to hear some of that, Troy?
What did you had a nickname for him earlier? Something going in the break.
Boring Doran.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
And I think it was...
he is boring.
Who's our come on guys? Is it John, Shirley?
Yes, John.
He called him Dave, Moron, Doran.
Yeah, that was a good one. I remember that was a fifth quarter classic.
It was.
There.
After the 2016 win.
Yeah, I don't think he's a moron, but he is boring.
He is Boron.
Yeah.
If you need an afternoon nap, let's hear some of it right now.
Yeah.
Brian Bailey and Dave Doran.
When you look at this East Carolina NC State football game, what are some of your initial thoughts?
Well, it's an in-state game with two experienced teams, very passionate fan bases, that don't get to play each other every year. So when we do get together, I know it's meaningful for both sides.
This East Carolina-North Carolina State matchup could be a battle of quarterbacks, and you know both of them very well. Obviously, when you look at the recruitment of Holden Ehlers, I was a part of that on the outside looking in, but I know North Carolina State came very close to luring Holden Ehlers over to North Carolina State. And you've got an outstanding quarterback, the 2022 ACC preseason player of the year in Devin Leary. So two really good quarterbacks going in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of respect for Holden. Really enjoyed getting to know him through the recruiting process, and obviously we have Devin here, who's coming off a record-breaking season and has put himself in a position to play really good football this year. He's in great shape, so I look forward to watching both those guys play.
Some of the other connections, East Carolina and North Carolina State. Obviously, we start with head coach Ruffin McNeil from East Carolina. Your first 3 years, he was on the East Carolina sideline, and you brought him in there as a special assistant to the head coach. And I texted Ruff the other day. I told him I saw the ACC All Access piece, and really it tugged at your heart. But bringing Coach Ruff in is something special, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Ruff is, he's a great friend. He's an incredible man. He's a great mentor to coaches, players, staff. Brings a lot of stories and energy and fun into the building, and we're fortunate to have him here. And, I know this is a meaningful game. All of them are, but for him, obviously playing against a place where he's the head coach and former athlete.
Yeah, we joked with him that he looks a little better in purple than he does red, but he smiled, and I know he really appreciates the opportunity, and he's been nothing but, really supportive of you since he took over in that position in July of 2020. And coming off of COVID, and it was probably something that Ruff needed as well.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the game of football is in his blood, and he came home to, be a son to his dad and be a part of his life again, and this allows him to do both. And so, timing was right for him to come home, and we were fortunate here to be able to create a position that fit, kind of the workload he was able to take on and still be a part of his dad's, day when he needs to go see him.
Final question on Coach Ruff, but what does he do on game day with you? Does he get with you like during the game at halftime, kind of, guide you on some things?
Yeah, I'll talk to him in pregame and then on my way in at halftime, just what are you seeing type stuff, and, talk about our plan and things not to forget about. And, he just kind of gives me advice as a mentor, and, he's awesome to have down there on the field.
Got another former East Carolina coach on your staff, Brian Mitchell, with your cornerbacks. He was defensive coordinator here at East Carolina. How's he doing?
Yeah, it's great having Brian here. Brian and Coach Gibson were together at West Virginia, so there's very good continuity with those two. Understands the scheme and how he wants it played, and he knows the state of North Carolina, having spent the years that he did in Greenville. So it's good having him here, and, his working relationship, not just with me and Tony, but with Ruff. It's, there's a lot of continuity there.
There is Dave Doran earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show.
What?
And
can I get a tape of that? Just to, can I get like 10 minutes of tape? And it's one of those things. Every once in a while on a big week like this, I have trouble sleeping. I could just put that thing on, and bam, probably about 3-4 minutes in clip, I would be sleeping, like a log.
Probably shouldn't play this for people driving in their cars right now.
This is dangerous.
It could be dangerous.
Pull over right now. Go to a convenience store. Go get one of those energy drinks. A Bang. Pep it up.
Dave Doran is 64-49 at NC State. He was 23-4 in Northern Illinois. You don't have to be in your face yelling, screaming to be a successful football coach. Bill Belichick has taught us that.
No, I know.
But it is, I guess he has somebody else do the pregame speeches or something.
Although I feel Belichick is a yeller behind the scenes. Like, I just think in the media he plays.
Well, Dave Doran could be the same way.
Could be. But got an interesting Dave Doran story for you I heard over the weekend.
All right.
I don't want to say where I heard it, but it was from a pretty damn good source. So
okay.
A well-known...
You always do this. What do you...
All right, so
just tell the story.
Okay, so evidently Dave Doran really has a thing for East Carolina. Like, this is like kind of personal to him because according to my source, he's got like a lake house somewhere. I'm not sure where, but somewhere or he either vacations there or has a lake house. All right, wherever he goes, like on break. Like I go to the beach, he goes to the lake. Lake people.
I understand it.
Yeah.
Bodies of water.
Some people are lake people. That's fine. Nothing wrong.
He's a freshwater guy.
That's fine. You're entitled to that. Not my thing. But a guy like him who's a little boring probably likes a lake that's kind of boring.
No waves.
No waves, doesn't move.
Calm water.
Yeah. I mean, it's a perfect fit for a guy like him.
Makes sense, actually.
All right. So, totally predicted this guy would be a late guy.
Total late guy.
But evidently, there might be, from what I understand, some neighbors not too far away that are Pirates that evidently like to get in his ear, give him a hard time, from what I understand. And he doesn't want to have to hear from those folks next time he's at the lake. So he is wanting to quiet down the Pirates of the Lake. And the only way and the best way he could do that is with a pretty big margin of victory Saturday.
He has had the upper hand the last couple of times.
Yeah.
In a big way.
So I'm just saying, so I think that like stuff like that matter, you know. Not telling people to talk junk to the guy, but it is motivating him.
Well, isn't it nice that a state coach cares about the game instead of pretends he doesn't?
That's true. And it was more the AD often acted like it didn't matter.
Kind of like Larry Fedora did back in the day.
Fedora acted like he didn't remember the
Larry
score.
Fedora would act like games in the past that didn't even exist.
Did we play them before?
Oh, we played them. I don't remember that.
So, yeah. He cares. Dave Doran cares about this game.
Yeah. He does. He said it's important. It isn't played that often. I'm concerned about the future of the series after what's already on the books coming up, because I don't see any future games being scheduled after what's already, under contract. But it is a big game, and it's good for both teams. This should be a regular deal. I just saw on our Facebook page that State's inked 2 games with App State.
Yeah.
That should have been with East Carolina.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, once again, I don't see the sense of urgency about booking State into the future, and all these games are getting so far out in the future. You're going to blink that whatever's on the schedule is going to be played, and we're never going to see them again.
Got a lot of Old Dominion.
You have to force it to happen.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cliff? This is the maiden voyage on this bad boy right here.
It's very piratey. You got the skulls.
Got a new going with the black golf shirt today.
It's nice.
Don Edwards complimented me on it early this morning.
Yeah. Where'd you get it from?
From Don Edwards' place.
It makes sense.
Yeah. I like your purple tie-dye Jungle Vibes Only classic shirt that went now not available.
Feeling a little jungle-y today.
Yeah.
There you go. Brian Bailey missed the opportunity. Didn't ask him about the great run Dave Doran had with Jeff Comfer at Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
So a real misstep.
Could have talked about that.
I've heard that Dave Doran had some interesting things about
Who's more
Jeff Comfer.
boring, to talk to?
Boring?
Or listen to.
I mean,
because Jeff Comfer kind of had a monotone delivery.
Robotic.
Remember how he talked? Like, I
remember.
And then Dave Doran. Now, I don't think Dave Doran's a bad guy. I really don't. I think, I just think his personality.
You think Jeff Comfer's a bad guy?
Yes. He's the devil, Cliff. The devil. I just, unfortunately, I don't even want to say. I don't want to say he's a bad guy. I think
you already did.
Honestly, I just think he got in over his head here.
Yeah.
It wasn't ready for.
I mean, there's a reason he hasn't been an AD since leaving here.
Yeah, but as a person, I don't think he was a bad person. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
He didn't commit any crimes that I know of.
Crimes against humanity for Pirate fans.
I mean, I'm just trying to look at the bright side of it. I don't think he was a terrible,
Okay. You're the one that said he was. You're arguing against yourself right now. I'm not saying he is.
Those are the arguments you love the best.
I do.
You do.
And I might make a tape of this. Of you arguing with yourself.
Troy D versus Troy D is your favorite. You know it.
What did we do that one time? We need to find that.
And it was totally like 2 different weeks of the show.
Yeah.
It was me versus me. And it was on a number of topics. And I feel like I won the debate each time.
Something about slow down and then we need to get ready.
Oh, get excited or calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down and then let's get pepped up.
Shirley, can you look and see if we have like Troy versus Troy or a cut that's similar to that?
And I saw something similar to this the other day with Skip Bayless.
Troy argues with Troy.
Something like that, yeah.
Skip Bayless.
Hold on.
They did this to Skip Bayless the other day. There was a edited video of Skip Bayless arguing with himself.
Colin Coward, all of them. You can see it. Yeah.
And it brought me back to that time that we did that with Troy.
This was, I don't know if it was the same show or 2 different shows, Clip, but I believe you or Shirley put this together, and it was really amazing audio. Like I heard, I was like, wow.
Yeah, we got to see
this was last year. Hold on one second. I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, perfect. All right,
here we go.
Troy versus Troy. Here we go.
But I'll say this, man. Kind of like I've said this earlier in the year. Sunday I had friends calling me and contacting me. Which bowl do you think we're going to? Let's make our plans now. I'm like, first of all, here's my thing. Calm down, everybody. Take a deep breath. Geez, after a 7-year drought, that's something to be proud of around here.
It is.
I would think you'd want to embrace it and talk about it, right? There's a lot of football yet to be played. Let's take it one game at a time and evaluate it at the end of the season. It is a big deal because it hasn't happened in so long here that it would be, and we're on the verge of it happening. It wasn't like this is the first press conference of the year. We're at the week where this could happen this week. It could happen Saturday. Now, I want us to be at a bowl, but I think let's just slow down, calm down, and let's just get one more win. First of all, everybody within this fan base and everybody that's a Pirate supporter so hungry for success and wanting to at least get bowl eligible this year. I want to be even keel. I would think you'd want to embrace it and talk about it, right? Calm down. This could happen this week, but I got to tap the brakes a little bit. And you know me, usually I'm the one that's going nuts. Take a deep breath. I feel I've been consistent this year.
Very consistent.
That was the lead in.
That was two shows in 1 week where you were saying calm down.
It was the week before we became bowl eligible, and it was starting to be a topic because it had been so long since we were able to do that. So I was trying not to get ahead of ourselves. But then I felt like once we were there, it was worthy to talk about.
I'll say this for ECU, NC State, for the expectations we have of this year's team. You have been pretty low key this offseason.
Yeah, I feel like usually this time of the year, Clip. I mean, less than a week out now of the game. I would be, a younger Troy D would be complete spaz mode, crushing NC State online, on air, making fun of them in every way possible. I feel like I am, and maybe this is the older, more mature Troy D. I would rather do the talking after the game, Clip. I'd rather do my talking watching the students tear down a goalpost, perhaps.
Isn't it really? We're tearing down a goalpost?
I think we have to.
Jeez.
If you beat a top, let's be honest, they're a potential almost top 10 team, depending on who you talk to. I think that brings this program back. It's like, you know what? If that happens and they don't have to tear down a goalpost. How about we just storm the field? I'd be fine with just a storm the field.
If you win it on a last-second play, maybe. But
I just feel like that brings that. We're back if that was to happen. I would embrace that. It would feel good again. What a start to the season.
I think it's good that you have a lot of other things going on. Your kids playing football. You're preparing for the party. You got shirts. I'm
very distracted.
I think that has taken away from you going all in spaz mode.
I think you're right, Clip.
And it's good.
I think idle.
And you don't know this, but we kind of put all this together. Have you ever seen The Truman Show with Jim Carrey?
I've seen parts of it.
Where there's it's a movie. So
I've seen highlights.
Everything, it's like
it's living in a movie.
A world is created around it. We created all this stuff so you wouldn't freak out. So I think we've done a good job.
It's working.
Yeah,
it's working, and keeping me working is working. I'm too busy to get bogged down in the stuff I like to get bogged down in. The insulting of our sister institution over there in Raleigh.
Right. You got more things to worry about.
I do. Yeah. And I do. Look, and they're a good team, and I don't want to be having to make apologies, Clip.
Wow, you have learned.
I've made those mistakes in the past.
When are you, are we doing official predictions later this week?
Why don't we do it Thursday?
Okay.
I'll be on with you Thursday at 3. That'll be before,
Will you be on at 3?
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I thought we were going to do something in the 5 o'clock hour on Thursday.
Well, I might be back with you at 5, too.
How many appearances are you making this week?
You're a big week, Clip. Big week.
We got to bill you for 2 different hours on one day? All right, fair enough.
Working those billable hours.
Either way.
But no, how about this? Whatever time it is. Thursday, I'll give you an official prediction.
All right.
And I want to sleep on it a couple more nights.
You got a few sleeps.
I do. I take that stuff serious. And I'm not one, as you know, just to call, I'm not a Bryce Williams that just calls for the Pirates to win every week.
Well, ECU's going to win.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take ECU. That's fine. That's his thing. But I'm going to take who I think is legitimately going to win.
All right.
And as you know, sometimes I felt in the past, ECU's not going to win. And I love it when they prove me wrong. I'm not saying which way I'm going yet.
All right, we'll find out on Thursday.
Do you like my Bryce Williams impersonation?
Do it again.
Well, I think ECU's going to win.
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, dang.
Pretty good.
What time's the game clip?
What channel?
Is it on TV?
You got to ask the channel.
What channel?
I know I'll be getting that text on Saturday.
Can I watch it? Is it home? When do the gates open?
Do you know if Anna's parents have that channel? No, Bryce. I don't know what kind of plan they have.
I was going to go duck hunting in a boat.
Does my boat have it? Bryce will be here Tuesday.
Yeah, don't play this back for him.
I won't.
He's still bigger than I am.
I promise. I want to hear another impression. Chandler, what's Coach Connors think about this?
By the way, Coach Connors news. Also, I talked to Coach.
I will be at the party.
Hold on. Calm down, fake Coach Connors.
That wasn't me. That was he actually came in the door.
I talked to Coach Connors this weekend, and I've told him, look, there's a lot of water under the bridge. Pirate Nation still loves Coach Connors for the most part. I think everybody has fond memories of Coach Connors. I've asked him to come to the party, and evidently, I think he's going to be there.
Yeah, Troy. Yeah, I'm going to be at the party, and we're going to do Bud Light chugs. We're going to do 3 sets of 10, so that's a total of 30 beers. And then also we're going to do some Clydesdale jumps. We're going to jump on the Clydesdales. We're going to do 3 sets of 5. So just bring your tail and be ready to go. All right, we'll see you there.
It's pretty damn good.
That is a really
I'll tell you
good
what. That is something he would say. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, but I can tell you right now, I'm not going to do it for him because I don't want to get my ass whooped at the Pirate Radio.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do it for his lovely wife, Michelle. Michelle will be there with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so practice that. Right. You think Coach would say anything about his wife, Michelle coming? They've been married a long time.
I think I'm going to stay out of that. I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to get me in trouble, and I don't like that, so I'm just going to sit back and not say anything.
That was a softball where you could give her a compliment, was what I was trying.
I think he made the right call. Yeah. Just stay away
lovely
completely.
And talented.
Yeah.
Michelle will be with me.
Michelle will be with me because, well, she is my wife. So, she will be there with me at the party.
Yeah, that's a good Connors.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, I got to go. I'll see y'all later.
All right.
And trust me, Chandler would get his ass kicked. I'd get my ass kicked for Chandler.
There would just be a lot of asses being kicked.
There's no question about it. That might be enough to do it.
Let's hear from Blake Carroll. He joined Brian Bailey today on the Brian Bailey Show and gave his thoughts on NC State's offense.
Yeah, I think their offense starts with the quarterback and Devin Leary, and just the arm talent he has, able to make all the throws down the field, and they'll protect him in there and let vertical balls down the field and let it fly. So they're a little different than a lot of offenses where they only take some offenses might take 1 or 2 shots a game. If you have it covered, they don't come back to it. These guys will keep coming back to it, and that's kind of part of their offense. So I think it starts with him and trying to get him off a schedule and get them behind the sticks a little bit. I think they do a really good job in the screen game as well. A lot of people talk about the run game. I think their screen game is part of the run game, whether it's the tailback out of the backfield or just, getting out to the receivers pretty quick. They've done a good job with that.
Blake Harrell there on NC State's offense. Coach Harrell, not just the defensive coordinator, also the linebackers coach at East Carolina. So he talked about his guys, Xavier Smith, Miles Berry, and others.
I'm really excited about Xavier and Miles. And those are 2 guys, like you said, very experienced, played a lot of snaps at linebacker, and Mike and Will, and Xavier played some an outside linebacker last year. So they understand the defense. They know what we're looking for. They know the expectations. They know how to run the defense out there. And just really excited about those 2 guys and what they're going to do this fall for us.
Talk about Jeremy Lewis a little bit, because I just think that, when he gets loose on that edge, somebody in red is going to figure out where he's at.
Yeah, Jeremy, he can be a guy that makes things happen.
Right.
And whether it's, dropping in the coverage, coming off the edge, pass rushing, whatever it may be, he's a different guy. And, I think playing tight end when he first got here has probably helped him defensively develop as far as knowing what offenses are going to do, how they're going to try to attack you. And then we saw him last year. That was really his first season at defense. You saw him each game get better and better. And by the end of the season, I think he came around and developed into a defensive player that was an all-around good player.
Blake Harrell there also talked about some newcomer linebackers that could see some playing time for the Pirates this year. Cut three.
Yeah, I think a new guy, not necessarily a young guy, but Chance Bates is a transfer from Kennesaw State. I actually worked with him when I was there. He's came in. He's a fifth year, was a 4-year starter there. And just really excited about him. He's came in and he's right there with X and Miles and just plays at that level of football. So he's played a lot of snaps, and you can't take away experience. So he'll be out there for us. Taylor Jackson's a younger guy. He's going in his third year. I say younger guy.
I know. Isn't that something?
He's been around and doing a good job. Mike Edwards is another young guy that he was a starter at Georgia Southern last year, started in 6 games there last year, played over 500 snaps, but he gives us some depth in the linebacker room. So really excited about that room.
All right, there is Blake Carroll. If you want to hear it yourself, you can hear the interview in its entirety. He was in studio with Brian Bailey earlier today. We'll have more coming up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it was good to see him. I hadn't seen him since he was incognito. I ran into him in Beaufort. And Blake Carroll, not a hat guy like me and you, Clip. He has a nice, clean look up top. Was wearing a hat. Dude was literally sitting at the table next to me with his family, and I didn't recognize him.
That doesn't shock me.
Till he got up, he tapped me on the shoulder, and I looked at him. I was like, oh, my God. It's Blake Carroll. What are you? I had no idea you were sitting right next to me.
I could literally be sitting beside Troy, and he wouldn't recognize me.
I mean, I am telling you, we were at this place right on Front Street in Beaufort, and the dude's sitting right next to us. I did not notice him.
Troy was at some highfalutin resort, and Troy Aikman was sitting beside him, and he didn't recognize him.
No, he walked by. Yeah. And I missed it until I went back and saw him again.
I saw Troy last week, and he said, didn't you used to intern with us? And I said, I work for you right now.
Chad, right?
Intern Chad. You were one of the best interns I had.
What are you doing these days, Chad?
Working for you.
Of course, we got Cliff over here.
Cliff. All right, Blake Carroll from earlier today.
Shirley's the only person I name I can get right every time.
I would hope so. She's been with you since day one.
We're proud of you.
The longest relationship I've had.
Unfortunately, same.
Yes. Shirley is my work wife, my road dog, my ride or die. Shirley Rhodes.
Let's get a break in. Chandler, what you got?
As we go to break, I've got breaking news. 2 breaking news from the breaking news.
Do we need the
today.
theme?
No, we don't. But breaking news out of the NFL, Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers agreed to a restructured 1-year contract that will keep the quarterback in San Francisco this season. Per sources, the contract contains no trade and no tag clauses, assuring that Garoppolo will remain in San Francisco this season and have the freedom to leave in 2023. That is breaking from Adam Schefter.
So he's going to be the backup to Trey Lance in San Francisco.
Yep.
Wow. All right, there you go. Shirley Rhodes, let's open up the booty bag here on a Monday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, 317-1250, getting game week started off right, Shirley, by giving away what?
How about a shrimp taco lunch courtesy of Chico's?
Man, that would be awesome, and it can be yours if you are lucky caller number
9.
Caller 9. 317-1250. We're back with more Pirate Radio Live. We'll go back inside the Players Lounge with Keaton Mitchell when we return after this.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Beauty Bar Medispa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
Love is finding the internet of your dreams from MetroNet. Get ready for fast, reliable, 100% fiber speeds with unlimited data so you can stream, study, surf, and game on all your devices simultaneously. No lag times or buffering. MetroNet offers student deals. Get 100 megabit internet for just $39.95 a month. Switch today at metronet.com/switch. MetroNet. Love your internet.
It's bow time. Why are Bojangles Chicken Supremes called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and have you heard there's a new sauce in town? Try our new creamy buffalo sauce when you get a Chicken Supremes combo today. It's bow time.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is happy to announce that their selection of inventory is back and bigger than ever. A huge amount of inventory was just delivered in the last few weeks, and there's more on the way. These vehicles are priced to sell. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has so many trucks, you'll save up to $8,000 on select Ram 1500 crew cabs. That's right. As a part of the Make This the Summer event, you'll get $8,000 off on select Ram trucks. This is the most aggressive truck offer you'll find anywhere. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep needs to sell these trucks now, so they're priced to move. You'll also find a great selection of new Jeeps, but these vehicles won't last, so get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep this month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Carson Cracker Barrel in Greenville. Come see us.
Offers do not include tax tags and $7.99 admin fee. Customers must qualify for all applicable rebates. See dealer for details.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. At Carolina Caliber, they have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. They will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. And congratulations to Russ Carson of Bethel. Picked up a shrimp taco lunch courtesy of Chico's. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's. Enjoy your favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more, plus ice-cold cervezas. And Chico's famous margaritas are always available. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, the Chan Man, Chandler Honeycutt, former long snapper, and also Troy D here inside the Pirate Radio studios on a Monday. And Troy, it's a Delcor Players Lounge edition of the show. We have talked to Holden Ehlers, Rajay Harris, Xavier Smith, Miles Berry, and Ryan Jones. And we got some other players who are a bit tied up.
Coming up, though, before the end, Isaiah Winstead is en route. And then Jeremy Lewis and Keaton Mitchell got jammed up today. So we'll try and hook up with them down the road.
All right, good deal. So they're taking care of things.
But Zay on the way.
So for all you morons out there that just can't wait to say, if they spend more time practicing instead of being on Pirate Radio, well, look, those guys are not coming on because they have things to do.
They had some meetings today on their day off.
So they're getting their work done.
We're honoring that, yeah.
All right. John Moody has a couple questions.
Yeah, this could be a new segment. Ask the owner.
2 good questions. One I know the answer of. One I've been talking about and I don't know the answer to. Question 1, Troy. Has the UBE Pirate Preview Show been retired?
The answer is no. It has not. It's never been retired. We've had it every year, and we had it. Let me just say, we had it last year, and we are bringing it back again this season. Jeff Charles will host that again live from UBE. Now, what we have done is change the day and time of that program. The UBE Pirate Preview will debut this season Friday at noon, so it'll be live at high noon, 12 p.m. And we will have that on all, radio platforms. So all of our radio stations will be carrying it and online. And we will replay that show 7 a.m. Saturday going into our live game day coverage, which starts at 8. So you'll have a chance to hear it live at noon. We will then replay it Saturday at 7 a.m. and it will also be archived on our digital platforms.
All right.
That will be back. Jeff Charles will be hosting it again. And we have a new spot at UBE that we'll be broadcasting from. We're going to be at the bottom of the stairs, right in the center of the store. So in the past, we've kind of been in the window, which is fine. It's scenic, but it's kind of out of the way. We're going to be in the epicenter of the store, right in the what do you call it? The hot zone, right there.
All right.
Ground zero of UBE.
Any other terms you want to use?
I was just trying to use an analogy you could relate to.
I've got it.
Right in the core.
Okay. I still don't
understand.
I still don't quite get it, but
the nucleus will be right there.
Mm-hmm. I think I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Question 1 answered, and question 2 from John.
If the store was a city, we'd be in the downtown region of the store.
All right. So let's say the store is a human body. Where are we? Where's the show?
Well, I think we'd be squarely in the belly button.
All right.
Right in the center of your body,
the
right?
linty belly button.
Don't you feel like the belly button's kind of the center of your body if you go up, down, left, right?
Close.
Yeah, it's kind of close to it,
what do you consider the midsection?
I mean, your stomach's kind of your midsection.
Okay.
Is it not?
It's close.
Okay.
Does anybody have a tape measure? No? All right. Question 2 from John
I have
Moody.
one, but you're not going to get me to do it, whatever it is that you need me to do with it.
Can you give Clip a quick measurement?
I need the
up, down, left, to right.
Shirley, I need the exact midpoint of your body.
Yeah. What's your inseam?
Yeah. Okay. No.
John Moody. Question 2. Questions with Moody.
Ask the owner.
Any works for a Press Box podcast?
Yes.
Yes?
We are working on bringing that back. I can't say it's going to be every single week like we used to, but we've just been very busy this week. But I would like next week to try and put the band back together, as they say. So the Press Box original crew, for the most part, in modern times of Pirate Radio, was myself and Brian Bailey. We've been the original 2 all along for the past 20 years. Brian Meador was an addition, who was a great addition to the crew. Back even before he worked at ECU, he was on the Press Box. And then Billy Weaver, who will be sitting here for the postgame, longtime media guy, now in the pharmaceutical business.
Mm-hmm.
But Weaver would still be a part of the 4 horsemen of the Press Box crew. So we are going to effort that and potentially as early as next week try and do one of those.
Good deal. And we will be talking to Troy D., Brian Bailey, Billy Weaver on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. You'll have the Press Box crew, sans Meador,
indeed,
giving predictions, giving thoughts, and,
yes.
And so we'll have those guys on. But hopefully we can bring the group together.
Yeah.
Isaiah Winstead's in the building, so let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll have some time to chat with the East Carolina wide receiver when we return on this Monday Players Lounge edition presented by Delcor of Pirate Radio Live. Back with Isaiah Winstead after this.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Jeff, how's the service department? Service is going great. Like I told you before, 2022 is a year of the customer. We've been voted #1 dealership in Greenville for 3 years in a row, and there's a reason why. For service, we still offer free pickup and drop-off, so we're trying to make it super convenient for the customer. And right now, our customers are repairing their vehicles more than ever.
How can people make a service appointment?
They can go to brownwood.net or dial 355-6080.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holden Ehlers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Brandon Manning or Randy Daniels at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Uptown Greenville invites you to Free Boot Friday, a celebration for pirate fans of all ages. Dance to live music, feast on fantastic food from local restaurants, and enjoy ice-cold grog in the Beer and Wine Garden. The Free Boot Friday fun starts at 5 p.m. and continues until 8 p.m. in the 5 Points Plaza. Visit uptowngreenville.com for more information on Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally of home football games. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
We'll strap it on with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know this. I want to win or lose with the group that we have in our locker room.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Delcor Players Lounge, brought to you by the service professionals at Delcor. You can give them a call, 321-8868. Visit delcorinc.com if you have issues with your cooling or plumbing, or later on this calendar year, your heating. They can take care of it all at Delcor. And joining us now, Isaiah Winstead, East Carolina wide receiver, ready for his first game, suiting up in the purple and gold. Isaiah, been a long off season. You're excited to get going, right?
Very long.
What's the feelings right now? Game week finally here. You feeling any different kind of heading into this week?
Nah, I mean, I'm definitely anxious. I ain't played since December of last year. I ain't. So I'm just very anxious. I just can't wait.
Yeah, and you even said putting a helmet back on, putting the pads back on here recently with fall camp and everything felt different. So let's talk. How's the connection? We've asked you before, you and Holden, with the timing and everything. Do you feel like that's all sorted out, ready to go here for week one?
I feel like it's great. I feel like we connecting.
And a lot of that was off season away from the team, right? Like just you two guys getting together.
Yeah, that and mostly camp too as well. Staying back and getting extra and stuff like that. Texting each other what we want and what we need, and just connecting in those ways too.
We asked Holden who's going to be the starting lineup out there at receiver. He said yourself, along with Ryan Jones, Jalen Johnson, maybe some CJ Johnson out there. And that is a pretty tall receiving core to start the game with. So, how about Jalen? We hadn't seen much of him, obviously here in an ECU uniform. What does he do well at receiver?
He definitely like that route running, fast. All that, everything you need in a receiver.
We've asked you before, but for Pirate fans, excited to see you for the first time on Saturday. What would you say your strengths are at receiver?
Route running and catching.
Yeah. Getting the ball at its highest point. I hear you've been catching some jump balls, and you enjoy that. That one-on-one.
I'm trying.
Looking at NC State, anybody stand out? Any names or numbers on their defense that stand out to you, Isaiah?
Maybe the safety, number 10. He come down and field a run up and stuff like that. That's gonna be. We got to get him covered up and blocking and stuff like that. But other than that, I ain't sleeping on nobody. But nah.
Yeah. And Coach Boyette, Donnie Kirkpatrick has talked about this since he's been here for years and years. But blocking, we hadn't talked to you much about it, but they take a lot of pride in that, and you as players have to as well. So, how important is that for a receiver to be able to block and help your guys out?
It's very important. Actually, since high school, my high school in Holland Springs, our coach, basically, if you didn't block, you didn't get the ball.
Yeah.
So that been instilled in my brain, to block, and even at my previous schools, you had to block.
How much did you know growing up about East Carolina, NC State, these in-state teams, the rivalry? Did you know much of that growing up at all?
None of it. No.
How much has it been discussed since you've been here?
A lot. They talk about rivalry. How much they hate State.
Have they made you hate State yet?
I hate them.
All right, we got him. Isaiah's ready to go. So, for season openers too, you're going to be hyped up regardless of who the opponent is. But to get one like this at your house kind of adds to it, right?
Yeah, it's definitely big. We get to play, ACC school at home for the season opener. That's definitely big.
What goes through your head on game day? Blake Carroll, defensive coordinator, told Brian Bailey he still gets the butterflies, not in a nervous way, but just that football feeling. So how about you Saturday morning when you wake up? What are those feelings going to be like for you?
When I wake up, it's I'm ready to go. I'm just real quiet. So I'm just locking in. Then by the time that game time starts, I get a little butterflies, and then I just, tap into that mode, tap into that different mode. Like I walk onto the field before the kickoff, I get on the knee and pray, and then once I say my prayer, I'm put my helmet on and it's go time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that, Isaiah Winstead. We've gotten to know you a little bit here, and you're a pretty quiet guy overall, right?
Yeah.
we can tell. We appreciate you talking with us. I know it might not be your favorite thing, but yeah, pretty quiet. I mean, what makes you get energetic? Obviously football. Anything else? Like, do we ever see Isaiah loud and crazy?
Maybe if I score.
Yeah, all right. So we'll see that coming up Saturday. Isaiah Winstead joining us. Did you watch any football? Week 0, there was a few games Saturday. Did you watch any of them?
Yeah, I watched FAMU.
Okay. They hung around for a little while with North Carolina.
Till about the second half. Who else did I watch? Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
Took a L week 1.
Yeah, those are the only 2 I watched.
Northwestern knocking off Nebraska. Northwestern was an 11-point underdog, just like East Carolina is to NC State. So it already happened once. Can certainly happen again on Saturday. So Isaiah, what about this week of practice, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for yourself? What are the things you want to fine-tune here these last few days?
Just more so like mental stuff, and then just increasing that connection with Holden, like, you know, fine-tuning everything, like what is it that we want exactly when this is happening and stuff like that, and then, you know, stretching and stuff like that.
Hydrating, I guess.
Physical stuff.
And you talked about how much you jumped into the playbook and everything. You good with all that heading into the game?
Yeah.
And checks, because Holden Ehlers has said he does have some freedom this year to audible, to check off. And
yeah, he definitely do. He love to check.
Something to look out for coming up on Saturday. So Isaiah, you're not allowed, I heard, to play fantasy football. I don't know if you'd be into that anyway. Do you even know what that is?
I heard of it. I never did it before. I don't even know like what you got to do to even do that.
So for example, you draft NFL players, and what they do in the game you get points for. So, like, my receiving core that I drafted Saturday is I got Deebo Samuel, Jalen Waddle, Courtland Sutton, Juju, guys like that.
Yeah.
And I play against another team, and then what they do on the field, I get points for. It's what us nerds do that can't play football. What's that?
What the points go to?
So they get a point for a reception, 6 for a touchdown, 10 for every 100 yards, and we all have lineups, and we keep up, and whoever has the most points between me and my opponent wins that week.
Okay.
So
do you like win anything? Like?
Well, yeah, you throw in a little cash here.
Okay.
Yeah. You're playing for something.
Makes sense.
There's a pot at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
But you can't do that as a student athlete, and then you're going to be playing in the NFL. So you probably won't be playing then, but maybe when you're old and retired, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah,
you can get in our league. It's again, some of us non-athletic dudes do, but looking forward to that. We've talked about some of your favorite receivers. Who do you like watching on Sunday? Who's going to have a big year? You like it? I mean, I think Courtland Sutton from Denver is primed for a big year with Russell Wilson now. Who's a breakout guy for you this year?
I like Justin Jefferson.
He's a monster.
He run his routes and like how smooth he is. Like, you know, like I said, I take pride in the route running and stuff. So like that's somebody I watch. Devontae Adams, stuff like that.
How do you think Adams is going to do with a new team? And he's got his old quarterback though. That's
I feel like he's going to do good.
Yeah,
I feel like
All right, Isaiah. Man, final days for prep for NC State, and I don't know, man, what's going to be like when you take the field, 50,000, all those purple shirts and everything cheered for you. Do you hear it, or do you try to block it out and focus? Like, how do you take it all in?
No, I like to hear it. It turned me up. Like, I want to hear that. Like, I want to see all that in the stands. Like, it just make me that's another way for me to lock in.
All right.
Tap into another level.
All right. So get loud for Isaiah and his teammates coming up Saturday at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Isaiah, thanks for hanging out, man, and good luck this week. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Isaiah Winstead. We'll take our final break. Come back, get ready to wrap up today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey, Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service. When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holden Ehlers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Pabst is the place where friends come to gather, a place where the party naturally goes, a place where someone is microwaving a burrito, a place where a kitchen. It's a kitchen. Pabst Blue Ribbon. This is the place.
Hey Pirate fans, get stocked up for tailgating season with PBR at your favorite retailer. Look for the QR code on the PBR display and register for a chance to win a PBR cooler full of beer. Game day or any day, all Pirates prefer PBR.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit greenvilleautoworld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. The Dow was down 184 points, closed at 32,098. The NASDAQ was down 124 points at 12,017. S&P was also down today 27 points and closed out the day at 4,030. And that is a look At your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report for a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show. Here's Cliff.
All right, I'm already ready to make my fantasy pick for Saturday's Bud Light pregame tailgate.
Oh, is that right?
I guess
already?
I guess I'll wait, but
was it our previous guest?
It was. I got Andre Allison vibes, 50-yard touchdown week 1 against Duke. I just got those feelings going through my brain right now. I got a feeling. So we'll have that and a lot more coming up Saturday, 8 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate right here on Pirate Radio. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks to Holden Ehlers, Rajay Harris, Xavier Smith, Miles Berry, Ryan Jones, and Isaiah Winstead for joining us on the Delcor Players Lounge. And we'll be back with you Tuesday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation